If I was saying that
You-
to the people that I want to say that to, who I work with, then I would be going to HR.
Well, guys, guess what? I am HR in my group, so everybody's shit out of luck in my fucking world.
God, yeah. I need to reframe. I need to tell myself this was the last staff meeting of the quarter. It's fine. I never have to see these people, hopefully ever again.
I did something and they said it was fucking gay. Well, was it fucking gay?
Malcolm, can I talk to HR, please?
Are we recording?
We are actually 46,
Are we?
47
Dude,
seconds.
Jameson, now we're getting canceled.
Thanks,
47
Jameson.
Today my fault today. At least today my fault. I'm good.
Not
with
your
it.
fault today. Yeah.
Today.
Today. Yo, what are you drinking, Bob? Are you drinking anything?
I'm actually drinking this really cheap bottle of Proper 12 Irish whiskey.
Oh, you know what? I don't
And
mind
to be
that, Bob.
honest,
That's
it's
fucking-
not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, dude. It's
Yeah.
like it's better than Jameson.
I thought it was gonna
Not the
be.
person.
I thought it was gonna be Jameson, and I was like, oh.
Yeah,
okay,
it's better than Jameson. It is better than
Yeah.
Jameson.
It's one of those
pretty
weeks, man.
Jameson.
I didn't have no budget for nothing higher. I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead. I was just like, I'm gonna go ahead and
Dude,
see what this
I'm
does.
still drinking my $10 bottle of fucking Hunter Proof here. This
Hey,
is
man.
this is wino whiskey, bro.
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna pour me some.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. Yeah, like,
This is the shit.
All right, never
that-
mind. Hold. Let me grab a beer.
come on,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
bro.
Y'all stop moping around. I'm so
You gotta
sick of
get it.
this. Like, can we?
No more moping. Everybody get some cheap booze. Make it a party.
That makes me feel really sad. Then I can't truly be Tiamat if everybody's gonna be already sad already. I was like, the goal of my job is to make you sad over the course of the game. If you start sad, then it's not
Well,
fun.
Easy start today. I will say, just because of the fact that we are recording, I heard someone say or express doubt in what I found to be a disrespectful manner that one of her students actually had a funeral to go to. So I was quite incensed in the staff meeting. And so that just ruined my entire fucking day.
Wow.
That's wow. They were talking about a student.
It was, yeah, a student. She expressed doubt that he really had a funeral to go to because, quote unquote, how do you know, or what funeral takes place in 3 weeks, or what funeral takes 3 weeks? How do you know that far in ahead? And I'm like, well, turn camera off real quick. And then I made a bunch of faces.
Yeah.
And
That's
it just
fucking
ruined my whole day.
Yeah, I feel you.
So this is to that person who I cannot confirm or deny works in my institution.
I'll be right back. One.
Yeah. Eat a dick, that person.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
I can say it. I'm allowed. I don't work there. Ah, this booze smells cheap.
Stop smelling it. It's not for smelling.
Delicious
It's not
though. It's
perfume.
delicious though. Shout out to Evan Williams. Friend
Shout out
of
to Evan Williams.
Yeah, Evan Williams. I remember those Evan Williams
the
nights.
pod.
Evan
right,
Williams
so-
and use the code the left hand for
for
50% off your order.
for the sake of Cheryl and everyone who is tired, let's just dive in. I won't try to make the recap too long and drawn out, but you know, Sean has definitely been gone an episode, so you know where we left off. Sean is, you know, Tempe in the group has.
So we left off. Everyone but Tempe levels up.
Classic.
No, by the way, did you level up though? Because
Leveled
you're at
up.
level 17 now. Everyone's level. So
Somebody
level up.
told me.
Level up while I'm talking.
Did I level up?
I think.
All right.
No, I think you were. I know. I think I noticed your character
Did I?
wasn't leveled up, but you were here when we leveled up because we leveled up at the end of that
Oh,
fight with the
no
god
way.
with the cosmic like creature.
So Amron's level 16. That's right?
Let me see.
No, because remember, I'm level 17, but that's because I got the
your
star
level says
card.
everyone's
That's right.
16.
We're all
Sorry.
16, right?
16. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought yeah, okay. I think I
So-
got thrown off because I thought I
Yeah,
saw
so-
somebody else that was 17. Oh. Yeah, because
Ravi,
Yeah, 'cause
well, not
I-
Ravi.
Rob-
Bo also.
Bo's
Yeah.
character was 17, but Bo's.
Did we get a short rest last time?
You did get a
No.
rest,
Rest?
but you did not. No, you did not get a rest. We're not starting with the rest here. But are you still beat up from
Oh.
that cosmic fight?
Yeah, I'm still beat up from that cosmic.
You would have. Did we start with a rest or no? Did you all go directly from that? Did
Let me look at
I
my
give you a rest?
spells.
How do you all look?
Wait, no, let me look. I have a lot of.
Because you had one fight last game. And that
No,
was
we
with-
did not. We did not have a short rest. We did not have a short rest because my channel divinity is still up, or my channel divinity is still used.
Okay. And
Because it was we fought thing. That was we flashed back. Yeah, we fought space thing, and then we woke up, or we flashed back to what the actual situation was, and then we red threaded our way here to heaven, and then we have not rested since we fought
And
the
you-
guy in the cave.
Yep.
And
so then you are still.
so
where
we've
you're
been
at.
using healing things. My channel divinity is still up. I'm pretty sure I didn't use my channel divinity in the fight against the guy in the cave. So I'm pretty sure that we haven't had a short rest since we fought Space Guy.
Whack.
But I think we're so.
I got
I know.
Were you
spells.
at-
I got spells and shit now.
Yeah.
I meditated on Robbie and got me a little magic and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yes.
did cast aid on the party,
Yeah.
so your hit points is increased by 20.
Oh, all right. Let me get some of that.
And I have a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
not
temporary hit points
Temporary
too.
hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not temporary. We did get a bunch of temporary hit points from the angelic feathers.
Yes.
Yes, I
Uh-oh.
have 41
I have 7.
temporary hit points.
Oh, hold on. My little one just ran down here asking for M&Ms.
Classic.
Good choice.
Nothing hits like an M&M, you know? There's no candy that can replace the M&M.
Especially not a peanut M&M. Like,
Mmm.
do you like all M&Ms or is it some?
I like all M&Ms, but I had a really bad habit when I was a kid. Is I would suck the candy coating and the chocolate off of a peanut M&M, and then I would take the peanut. I wouldn't eat the peanut, and I would put it in like a dish. And so
I used to do that with Advil.
That is so funny because Advil, I used to say for the longest,
It
tastes
has
like
the
an
candy
M&M,
coating.
and it has
Yeah,
that
it has a candy
coating,
coat like a sweet,
which is so
coating on it.
dangerous, so fucking nuts
Yeah,
that
it's
like,
real dangerous. Trust me.
It's
Not-
super.
not-
well, that's
never-
like what's it? My mom had like what's that like that that liquid penicillin that like tastes like oranges, really sweet. I used to
Yeah.
love that as a kid, and my mom caught me climbing on the counter once to try and get in this bottle of penicillin.
No, you know what I love? I love Dimetap when I was a kid. Grape Dimetap, dude. I was
How
sipping
we
on
talking
syrup.
about our
I was sipping on syrup
Medicine.
before I was old enough to even fucking do anything else.
sneaking
Man,
in there like,
I love that Dimetap. Dimetap and Fred Flintstone vitamins.
but
Woof,
I
Fred
got it. I
Flintstone.
got
I
into
hated
the
those
Fred
vitamins.
Flintstone
I hated
vitamins,
them.
and I cleaned the entire jar. I got
Yeah,
like
bro.
a tummy ache. I ate all. I thought they were candy.
Worth it.
somehow
Worth
got
it.
I don't know why I hated them so much as a kid. I would hide them. I would like pretend to swallow them, like I was like trying to sneak out of the psych ward. I would put them under my tongue, and then I would take them out and chuck them later. I just didn't like them.
Oh man, so hilarious. So last episode, what we did, Sean, is if we relived. Oh wait, actually, too.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead.
No, I understand. You man. So I was just gonna, because I didn't want you to miss this. But what we did is we went back and we relived, which was Cheryl was saying, but we relived that moment at the House of Spirits, and we got to play it out how it actually occurred. Because remember, you all had that weird time jump from that moment to being in the astral plane, and so you all didn't get poisoned there. You all had your conversations. You actually found that box from Ravi. All that stuff happened, and then you all everybody did some shopping. You got some potions, and then you went back to the Lord's Palace, where you prepared yourself to take the potions and go into the slumber. And the minute you were started to like kind of feel like you were dying from the potion, that's when the nightmare kicked in, and you saw Takesis or Tiamat, and then that caused you to pull the thing and break it in the dream, which happened in real for you, which caused Demetria to pull a card in the dream, kind of like Inception, and it happened in real life, or like kind of like the Matrix, where something happens in there, it happens to you in that demi plane. And so that's how you had released that creature. And so now you're all free, and you now realize Lady Silverhands was talking to you for a moment, sending messages and letting you know we're here with you, like, and helped you like kind of calm down and reset yourself as you're traveling towards the astral plane, towards the High Meridian, which is the Mount of Celestia where Bahamut would have normally resided, but his place has been hijacked by Takesis. This is also why when you kept looking for Eleanor, they kept telling you that Lenore was right beside, she was right there, because you all are lying on a mat essentially right next to them, and so she's next to your body.
Okay, speaking of Lenore, though, something happened, Sean. Did you watch the episode?
No, I didn't watch the episode. Tell me.
Okay. Sorry, Malcolm, to steal your thunder, but now I'm looking at my notes and I'm feeling energized. Okay, some things. One, Cyanrath, perhaps somewhere in the building.
Awesome.
Tiamat, not currently in the building. Tiamat's not currently in the castle. We don't know when she's coming back. Cyanrath is in the castle. Forces camped underneath the castle. Fizbin and the other captured, like, parts of Bahamut, dead. Lenore is the only part of Bahamut left and still on this earth. So we are in trouble, and Lenore is in trouble. And they're going to try and bring Mount Celestia into the material plane and use it as like a weapon or like a staging thing. And we have some options: destroy the castle, or we have to sit on the throne and control it. The throne might answer some questions for us, but you can tell things were getting heated when my handwriting goes sideways in my notebook, because I'm just writing as fast as I can. Everything's at like a 90-degree angle on this page.
Dimitri met Stagat, which you not that you probably.
I met Stagat's ghost, so maybe it was good that you weren't here.
Oh my god. This fucking guy comes back. I'm glad I missed that episode.
Well, he's back. You would have been happy because he's back, but he can't get in because they're like stopping the spirits are like gathering on the steps, but they can't get in because the like freaking bouncer is like, I don't care who sits on the throne. I serve the throne, not whoever sits on it, kind of bastard. And so he's like, whatever. The Paladin doesn't run the show anymore.
This is the best recap ever. Yes, that is hands down everything that happened. Great job.
I was like, well, I had my marker. I had my marker in my page, and I had only written like the saddest sentence at the top. The sentence just says, "I can help you rest." And I don't know what that was referring to, whether that was something I was hoping to say. And I was like, okay, maybe it was a day that I didn't take any notes. And then I turned the page back.
Angel that you freed, they freed an angelic angel who served Bahamut, who's going out and plans they can call to help. Gave you all a tier.
So we got an angel on
the tier can be inset in your armor, or kind of like a materia that you can summon anyone can do it, but you can summon Anaya to a combat, but only once.
Cheryl had 2 sips of beer and got buck wild. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
2 sips of beer and she fucking came to life.
And so originally, Lady Silverhand said that the goal was to find out the state of Mount Celestia, and some of the state of it, as Cheryl's already shared. She said uncover anything that can help you win the war, and then she said you should face off with Tiamat as a last resort, is what you were told before you took the potions, and so everything else that Cheryl said is dead on. And I have one note here. It just says gem and no further details. What is that about? It might be the tier.
That's probably that's probably that gem.
Yeah, okay. Anaya cried these tears and they turned into gems, and then you were able to install them into your weaponry so that you can create a summon. And then Rakalesh is blind, but
because he's a heretic to Bahamut and Tiamat alike.
Well, happens.
But he can see.
He can like sense, right? Because he's like
he can sense. Yeah, so he's kind of and I'm gonna imagine it's like a very blurry. He kind of has just it's not
me with no glasses.
Black. Yeah, but that's how his eyesight is right now. But he can see if something is there that is like celestial good. It like radiates in the darkness, like through the walls, almost like a true sight to those things within a certain amount of feet. He doesn't know how far, but he was also able to see that. So, and that's because there was a puzzle, and the way he answered the riddle, it affected his eyes.
How did Rakalesh get back with us again? Because somebody
yes,
Lizard God flicked him to us.
Yeah.
So if you remember, he made an oath with I can't remember his name right now. I want to say
Eldricon.
Magnus. That's the Eldricon.
Eldricon. Bam. Note taker.
So
Got
Eldricon died before completing his task.
Yep.
However, his body was unable to be consumed because he kind of got Thanos snapped as he died.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Lizard God can't blame Eldricon for failing the oath, so he has to blame the other half of the oath person, which is Relish.
Mm.
And also, since Severin was killed, it's like, well, now you gotta kill Severin's boss. And Severin's boss is Tiamat / Takhisis, so...
Oh, Sean, by the way, add to your inventory a potion of healing superior, because I bought one, and Demetrius is going to give it to Tempe.
Aw.
For when I can't get within lay on hands distance of you.
Hey, I got cure wounds too now.
Hey.
Lizard God has the pettiness of a Greek god.
And so, I think from there we will go ahead and just begin. And picking up after entering through the front gates of the palace of Bahamut on Mount Celestia, where we left off is the party finds himself in this kind of foyer where everything feels not built to scale for your human. You feel like this would be the average hall in this place is meant at least for the size of like giants, right? Huge creatures. And so you have these two very large open halls that lead either left or right, mostly made of marble, adorned in platinum. There's a bit of a chill. It's cold, and it almost smells like if you were like water or cold, like you're in an Arctic environment, though there is no frosted water, but almost has that when the air is really fresh, that's almost how the everything feels and smells. But then also the hall ahead of you has like skylighting that allows light to kind of bathe across at this kind of radiant light. But you always get the feeling that wherever you do see light bathing in the space inside the castle, that it should be much brighter. It almost like your insight is able to let you know that Tiamat's just presence here. It's not like going into hell where it's all super dark dungeon, but it's just slightly tempered, right? Like everything about Bahamut, it's slightly off. The space still feels awe-inspiring, but it's slightly oppressive at the same time. And so left, right lead to these, maybe down several hundred feet, you see two huge double doors on either side, and then ahead of you a doorway where the doors are completely flung open and leads to a hall that seems very grand. And from where you're standing, it looks like that hall is full of these very grand ornate statues where you're seeing some of the light, some of the skylighting. And that room is a bit darker than even the hall that you find yourself in. I'll turn it over to you all and decide how you proceed.
You think maybe Hall of Statues is more like the people we found in the cave? Like a bunch of celestials that wouldn't hold? You guys want to head in there first?
Yeah.
Sneakily head in there.
Quietly.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
And so,
Don't be suspicious.
very carefully watching and approaching with with your head on a swivel, you stand at a large doorway, where in that doorway you can all kind of stand side by side pretty comfortably to this grand hall. And as it stretches down at least a football field length along the sides, and these huge alcoves and and in line with these grand pillars are all these statues of heroic figures. Unlike when you all went to now Sean wouldn't Tempe would know this, but Sean, this comparison won't completely make sense for you. But unlike being in the caverns where the angels were, they felt like they had petrified, and the water had like kind of crystallized over them. They were all no more than, each of those statues was like 7 feet tall. These statues are much more grand and larger, and they all are in very heroic poses, until you realize that most of them were in heroic poses, and many of them have been broken, their pieces strewn across the hall. Can I have, without even just insight checks from everyone?
Oh, natural 20, -1.
Okay,
Girl.
nice. So,
Good insight.
yes.
Do I get one as a blind man?
You get one at disadvantage. Because you
Wow.
can still smell and sniff
Sense-
around and
sense
look.
the vibes.
Okay, so 19. Not
Okay.
too bad.
So,
Malcolm, is that a ramekin turned upside down?
yes, it is. You gotta do what you
love
gotta
it.
do
I love
sometimes.
it.
Sometimes you just need something to raise the. I need last minute. I was like, I don't like him sitting on the straight.
It
up
looks
like that.
perfect. It matches it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, I didn't even notice it until now. I thought that was
She,
That's funny.
see, sometimes Cheryl's amazing, and then sometimes she's like calling stuff out that I don't want her to like do.
Horrible.
It's like, come on,
Negative
Cheryl.
inspiration.
Negative inspiration. No, yes, that's
You're
exactly.
uninspired for the rest of the game.
I am no longer the DM's pet. I keep you on your toes, Malcolm.
Just like in this imagery, beyond this great hall, at the end of the hall, you see another large archway, these steps leading up to another archway. You can't really see what that room looks like beyond, but as you're in awe by these statues, 19 is close. Did anybody get 20 or higher? Other than the nat 20. So with the nat 20, Demetria is able to quickly decipher that each of these statues, I would say anyone with 18 or higher understands that each of these statues represents a heroic figure who Bahamut is like honoring. This is almost like a hall of what I would call it, a hall of like
Fame?
of virtue and fame, yes. And then along the walls, you start to realize
MVPs.
that yes, but there are these murals of some of the heroic battles and the heroic deeds, not always fights, that have been done in the name of Bahamut. Now with the nat 20, oh go ahead.
Killjoy in here? Is there a statue of Killjoy?
It might
He's gotta
be. I think that
be
might
here.
Maybe he's behind that awesome looking centaur over there.
Yeah.
Look at that pile of dust in the corner.
It's like, no, you like look on the wall. It's like SpongeBob SquarePants. They have like employee of the month.
With the
all of
nat
past
20,
months are killed.
Demetria notices that there are so many, because these are multitude of heroic figures. In one of the murals, there is a black dragonborn character with wings fighting, and there is one like panel where he's falling, like just falling. There's
One
another
diving.
panel where he is crushed and killed by this blue dragon, but fighting valiantly while dying. There's another panel where he is dying fighting
Oh my
like this
God.
5-headed dragon. And so it's just like the valiant deaths of Killjoy in this one tapestry.
Demetria's like going like, oh,
Excellent.
Now, to add to your nat 20, also what you realize is the way these statues have been destroyed, something large loomed over and had to swing down for them to be so quick with such might to destroy them. And as you look, you can see that there are what would normally just look like a crack in the wall is too razor sharp, right? Too straight. and then when you look, maybe 15 feet away from that stripe in the wall is another one. So when you stand back grand picture, these are claw marks. Something very large clawed and destroyed these figures in a fit of rage, which you begin to surmise is maybe this was Tiamat's doing, where she defaced this hall when she first arrived, because only something as gargantuan as she would probably be doing this.
Demetra turns to the party and is like, I think what's her face threw a massive fit. I think you know who threw a temper tantrum. Check out this picture of Kildred.
What Rakla detected with his smell was she quite literally pissed on someone's grave.
I love it.
I wouldn't put that past Tiamat. That's canon.
All right.
with
So,
that faint,
other than Kildren, is there anyone
celestial
recognizable or
fiendish dragon urine smell that Rakalesh is still picking up? Territory definitely marked here.
Ew.
Definitely
It ain't.
Tiamat.
It ain't. Demetra's spraying Febreze. No.
Anything else? So, I mean, like I said, are you just
Do we want to backtrack, or do we want to? Because
yeah,
we can backtrack. There was a couple other doors off the main hall, but then there's this archway up the stairs.
What's in the archway?
Do I just take a look at the archway? Just an empty room, we go back?
So take a...
If we see a bunch of healing potions left arranged and a quick save point, we go back.
That's right.
Same
That's
point.
right.
Yeah, this is perfect.
so you're going to the end of the hall first to take a look in the next room, and
Yeah.
okay, so you get to
It's a thing that they didn't connect.
Okay. So you get to the end of the hall, and you peer into that space. This space is massive. You could put 4 football fields in this. It's hard to even put into perspective how huge this room is. And it's circular. It's a round space, and it's just open expanse of just marble flooring and intricate works. And as you look up, there you see that there's this breathtaking view of these countless palace floors leading up. And the crazy part is you don't even see a ceiling. They just floor after floor after floor until from your viewpoint, they converge almost as they would on a horizon from all angles. That's how high the center tower is of the space. And whether this is some kind of grand
Yeah, I'm thinking, where's the celestial elevator? Like
illusion or reality, you
A holy
perceive this
elevator.
to be. You do see at the center of the space is this large raised platform with a couple steps, and there appears to be large enough, like I said, for a giant, but large enough for even your size to pull it. There looks to be a lever, and then next to that lever is a stone slab, and on that slab you would have to get closer because from where you all are standing just in the doorway, you can't see anything other than that. But at the center of the room there is this raised platform, like I said, with this stone platform that looks like it might have some carvings on it, and then on those floors above you there are multiple doorways, to different other rooms similar to the ones you've seen around you. These massive, 10-foot wide, 15-foot high doorways. How do you all proceed? So now you have seen this room. Do you double back?
this is like the hub, right? So
It always seems right to start from here again.
so what?
I was saying that if this is the hub, then it would make sense for us to kind of start from here, branch out from here instead of backtracking.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you mean, like go into each individual room?
Nah, just keep going is basically what I'm trying to say.
Because kind of we're on the lookout for Cyan Wrath v Demetria Part 2, and we're looking for the throne. So that's what we need to. If I was a giant holy dragon god, where would I put my throne?
Up,
And it could be
right?
in any one of these rooms,
Up.
no?
I mean,
I go over towards where the lever is, and I kind of like gesture at the lever, like,
go for it, do it.
That's the big.
As you
Okay.
stand at the lever, what you notice is that the slab depicts on the slab. There's a depiction of the overall outline. Like if you all see in that little corner, that one on our layout here, and our you'll see that the palace that I have there, the little AI art palace on the opposite.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, in the corner there. It's almost
yeah.
like that, but it's chiseled in stone, the silhouette of that, right? Vertically on this stone slab. And then as you look at it, it looks like it's like laser cut into this stone, this layout of this palace. And
Demetria flashes back to when we were in Goblin Town in the elevator to work there, and the door was secretly opening behind her, and she didn't turn to look.
there are 8 glyphs. I'm sorry, 10. There are 10 glyphs carved vertically from top all the way down on that same slab that shows the palace. So at the top of the palace, Demetria and anyone who else is walking up sees what's carved, which looks like a sun, and then underneath the sun, which looks like kind of like chiseled like a gem, like a diamond, like a gem or a jewel. It's number 2. And then under the jewel, what looks like a falling star, like a line and a star. And then under the star, what is shaped like a person sitting as though they're praying, with maybe a high hat. And then under that symbol, a star all by its own, just a very bright star. You can even imagine it as a 5-point star if you want, if it makes it really simple. And under that, this one's a little weird. It looks like it might be a strand, and it's actually more like a stick figure with strands leading to like out of it, from that person to different points.
Like strands of hair, or like wiggly lines,
Or like they're exploding. I drew a guy with his hands extended, kind of exploding.
And you can do insight checks or investigations on each one of these if you want, but and then under that one, a crescent moon. That's number 7, and then under that one, a hammer and an anvil, very clearly defined. And under that one, more of another stick figure-like character with a sword and a shield on a horse. And then the final
Not
one,
drawn horse.
a spiral just going all the way to the center, that symbol. So 10 symbols in a row, kind of like depicted within that image of the palace. That is what you see.
Okay.
How many? We can't see how many doors are here from here, right? Because we can't see. It's like the horizon, right?
There's
So like
it's innumerable. To you, it would be unfathomable to figure out how many rooms this place has.
Okay. So, hammer, anvil, probably the forge. Diamond, probably the treasury. I don't know. Demetria is drawn to the moon, the knight on a horse, and the praying guy.
I like explodey guy.
Maybe the falling star too, because remember how it's like Lenore and the other Bahamut pieces were like falling stars.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Also,
mean-
the hammer and anvil may be an armory.
Yeah. I'm also just remembering us at Storm King's Thunder when we were dicking around in here. I know there's where Magnus forged our cool shit, and then there's the treasury.
There's a bathhouse.
There is a bathhouse.
Mhm.
Maybe that's the exploding guy. Maybe it's stink lines. Maybe that's smelly people go here.
I don't know. The symbol of the sun is really intriguing to me.
Especially because it's the top. So
It's the top and it's the sun. It's like the two things that people like love the most, right?
do we want to start from the bottom and just work our way up to the stuff that interests us? Like
I think we start from the top.
start from the top and work our way back down.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that too. Yeah.
It's at that point when you think about on this mechanism, there is just a giant lever that might take the strength of it, maybe Rakalesh or, you know, the two of it. Rakalesh could probably pull it on his own, but even if you're going to pull this lever, the lever itself doesn't seem like, if this is what you're assuming, how do you get to these locations? Is it, are you just assuming you pull the lever and think about where you're going? How do you?
We didn't think about that, Malcolm.
I kind of thought that when he was showing us the.
Are there no buttons? If I touch the runes, do
I
they
was
glow?
just thinking, can we investigate the slab and see if there's
If
like.
I lick a finger and then touch a glyph, does it glow?
Oh, go ahead, do that.
You automatically
What
succeed
does
investigations
Rakalesh-
for looking for buttons. There are no buttons on the slab.
Damn it, buttonless.
Rakalesh
Easy win.
see with his blindness.
Demetria
Does
is
he kinda
slowly
see-
describing each of the symbols to Rakalesh in detail. I guess
Well,
it's like a stick
he's
figure on
seeing
like an
everything
auger.
slightly off. Like, it's not that he can't see the things, it's just
Blurry.
he sees like a shadow version.
Yeah. And so with that shadow version,
Glowing for living things.
yeah, Rakalesh.
All right, all aboard. I wait for everyone to stand on the slab and then I pull the lever.
Does the lever only move in one direction?
Says Demetria, I need a strength check to pull the lever.
Also,
Pull the lever, Demetria.
Rakalesh has a strength of 10.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're saying Rakalesh can pull it. I'm
I
right
don't know
here.
why. We always assumed Rakalesh was pretty strong.
Pretty big.
Yeah,
It's like weightlifters.
It's all that
muscle.
protein
it's all,
he eats.
it's all aesthetic. It's not functional.
Right.
It's all functional for me, baby. That's why they call me Functional Demetria.
What'd you get?
Strength. So it'll be like athletics.
Or athletics. Athletics is what yeah.
19.
Okay. So Demetrius kind of flexes, pulls hard, and then it doesn't budge. It doesn't mean you cannot try again. It just means it was not strong enough with Demetria, at least on that try all alone.
Demetria pretends that she like got bored like halfway through and tries to like stretch out. Like, Tam, come help me with this actually.
I could summon a large fiend with the strength of 13 to try. If that's like the
Or
strongest
like
thing we have.
Jones, pull that lever, Jones.
So you can try. Anyone can try. You can try together.
I'll
You
try
can.
to pull the lever. I'll try to pull the lever.
Okay, just by
We're
yourself, just you.
mean-
Athletics.
No, I mean, I'll like what Amnon will do is he'll like put his hand on the wall, right, and his feet up on the lever, right, and he's gonna tap with his back on the lever.
Heroes of the realm, everybody. Heroes of the realm.
That's right.
So you're trying to help.
That's what heroes do.
All right, then I'll give you a help action. So then, Sean, you can roll with advantage.
It's about leverage.
What am I rolling? Strength?
Athletics.
Oh.
With
Oh,
advantage.
23.
Okay.
Let me roll it again. Let me roll it again because it was an advantage. Let me roll it again just in case.
You want to do better than a 23?
I mean, I don't know.
You should
So
try for a
chance.
nat 20. And
It did.
so
Yeah, that's what I was trying. I was trying for a nat 20, but no.
if
dice.
you're
So
pulling
23.
and with that, like that help of Amnon kind of giving that little push with that back leg, it moves, and then almost like after it, you get that momentum gets it to just like stop, like get push past and get it to budge, and then slowly, like you hear like in the walls. You don't see any gears, but you like you hear them turning under the floor. As then suddenly the momentum, it just kind of moves from here, and stops on the other side, and it's silent.
I look at Dimitri and I wink.
I loosened it.
Amnon falls off.
Tempe flexes a little bit.
Can I have one more investigation check from everyone?
Nope.
Wow, that might be good. Investigation?
We got a
Forward.
I got a 19.
Demetria is admiring Tempe's biceps.
Not 1 for a 0. I am blind.
Hey, -1 to investigation. High five.
All right. So Amnon got a 22 on that roll. So I was to say that as he's falling, he hits his head on the lever, and then he gets like a vision in his head of how it works or something.
A bunch of little Tempes are
Amnon
flying
got
around
what?
his head.
22.
Yeah.
Rich got a 0. Tippy got what?
I got a 19.
And Demetria?
I got a 4.
Okay.
Tempe and the bozos.
So as everyone's standing there, it's Amnon and then Tempe, who, at this moment of standing here, Amnon coming to the realization first, and I think for you, Tempe, it's more like the sun imagery looks familiar, but for Amnon, it clicks. These are all the same symbols, many of the same symbols that he saw when Demetria thumbed through the deck of many things. And the one card that Demetria did play, and maybe it was Tempe when you were face down in that mud. Or actually, you wouldn't have been able to see it, no, because she was in the room. Maybe you saw a vision of it, but maybe Amnon was able there to see the card fall on the ground, and the depiction on that card is very similar to the depiction of the sun at the top of this tower. And so whatever these are, levels, whatever they are, they have very specific symbols that seem to be tied to her deck. And at that moment, before you can react or do anything else, what you notice is that on some of the floors above, in these small alcoves, are these the whole room, like the light bathing in the room, kind of recedes and gets very dark, and the room shines with like a glow of red before it restores its natural glow. And these like suits of armor that are standing high above, maybe two stories above, kind of step out. 2 of them step out from one side, 1 from the other, and they just drop down and crash down. You know, one hand down, epically pulling out a blade and bringing up a shield, as these armored figures land down.
Ooh.
Roll initiative.
Demetria tosses up the floating shield and pulls out the Mace of Disruption.
Roll initiative. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break to just reset the board because this is not the room we're in, and we'll come back and get into some combat. Demetria knew what she was doing. She's just like, "Fuck the puzzle. I'm just gonna set off the alarm."
Oh well.
Subconsciously, that's basically what she was like.
We're all like, well, no, it's because me and Sean both were like, we're not walking up those fucking steps. There must be an elevator somewhere.
Yeah, we were hoping it was gonna. We were hoping it would make all that noise, and it'd be like, ding,
I was hoping
ding.
this was ye holy elevator.
Yeah. Do you know one thing that we all forgot was that Bahamut could fly? He doesn't need an elevator.
No, right? So yeah, there's no.
Yeah, I just realized that. Like he doesn't need an elevator, he can fly and teleport.
I'm too sober for a realization like that. God damn it! Now I just feel dumb.
Bahamut loves all of his creatures, including those that can't fly. He would have accessibility measures.
Teleport them to his office like he did last time.
That's true.
If you are truly devoted, you will climb the steps.
Yeah, but that's what we're ready to do.
Like, what's that scene from Ghostbusters where they're all going up the steps and they like pop
Oh, yeah.
and the floors
Oh,
get
yeah.
black?
I hope they recreate something like that in the next one.
I live up 4 flights of stairs, Malcolm. This is where I play to get away from real life. I don't want more stairs.
Well, there are no stairs. I never said there were any stairs.
Oh, just floors and floors and
Yeah.
floors.
Yeah.
This is this anthropomorphizing Bahamut's palace.
Well, let's say goodbye to all those temporary hit points.
Bye, temporary hit points. You were nice while you lasted.
Now, what do those?
Wrong lever.
I just realized that you pulled it. And it was literally me and Tempe that pulled the lever, just like in the movie.
Oh, the lever, Tempe and Amnon. Wrong lever.
You mean that's what we do, right?
That's what we do. That's what the left hand does, you know?
How likely do y'all think we're gonna get a long rest between now and the final fight?
I think we're gonna die.
I think, yeah, no, I don't think Malcolm does not like giving us things like that. He doesn't like giving us things like rests. They'll give us fun weapons and potions and lore, but rests.
So
I've been
be
waiting for y'all to try to
conservative.
rest.
So be conservative with the spells.
Sure. Until we start dying. It's like we never got over you lightning striking us that one time, Malcolm. We never recovered.
Malcolm's like, you want to rest? How about a long fucking rest forever, motherfucker?
You want to rest? Dirt nap, motherfuckers.
Game over.
Now you can rest forever.
Get out of the group.
I don't know how Malcolm's put up with us for so long. Oh,
Because he loves us.
man, he really does.
Dude.
You love us. You can't help it.
I was talking
You
to
like hanging out with us.
I was talking to a buddy, and we were talking about my different groups, and he goes, "How's your Wednesday group going?" And because he's watched some of the the groups, and he goes, "I go, oh, they're great." And Wednesday, telling about different campaigns, and telling about their. He's like, that Wednesday group, there's something different. They're like team friendship. He's like, they're so lovey dovey. I was like, yes, no, that's
Power of friendship.
they are the yes. I was like, they're the power of friendship group. Like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
just is what it is.
We had our
And
Care
it's
Bears
great.
moment.
Every game almost
We all did the Care Bear stare.
We all held hands. I was actually at one of my last meetings before I came back to my apartment to crash. I was talking with someone about recruitment, and she was talking about it's really nice to have friends who aren't in academia. They keep you so balanced, and like you can finally get away from work. And I'm like thinking about this game tonight, like, yes, thank God.
Damn. Do you hear that, Sean?
I know. She's like, I get to hang out with these dumb people tonight.
Exactly.
That's not what I
read
meant.
between the lines on that shit.
That's what my
Damn,
wife likes
Sarah.
thinking she's with me.
She didn't even think that we would get the joke either.
No, that's not what I meant, and you know that's not what I meant. I take it back.
Man.
No more power of friendship. Power of friendship is over.
Oh,
so
no.
nice to just get some lowbrow D&D content.
That's right. That's right.
I just mean that I don't want to talk about work, and that's
No.
all.
Look, she feels bad now.
I do feel bad now. Thanks.
As her friends,
don't
that's our
wanna
job.
talk-
Holy shit.
You don't want to talk about work. You want to complain about it.
Yes, exactly.
That's what we do.
That's what we do before the
Oh, you-
recording starts,
I know
and then
a guy-
sometimes after the recording starts.
I know a guy who can help you out. Just tell him who and where, and you'll be good to go. Don't even have to worry about it.
Sean has been through some rough weeks where he just has a guy ready at all times.
Right. I got
Speed dial 1, right?
Oh.
Guys are so far away.
an earthquake.
Was there one?
Oh, did you feel anything?
I didn't feel anything, but I didn't feel the last one. So I'm like, when you
Might
said
be
something,
my
I'm
kids
like,
running around upstairs. It might be my kids.
Earthquake or kids running around upstairs.
Okay, initiative rolls. What do we get for Rakalesh?
9.
9. All right, let me get my camera back on.
This
Yeah,
void
we-
is speaking to us.
Jeez, where is my DM cam?
That's the Raklish POV camera.
And then we've got Dimitri. What'd you get?
20.
20. Timpy.
18, dog.
Okay, not bad so far. Amnon.
Oh yeah, check this out, Malcolm. 4.
4.
Big 4.
Spoke too soon.
Alright.
And then
Time to think about this fight.
You're waiting. You're waiting. You're watching.
I'm observing. I'm strategizing.
Yep.
So I see Bo's pictures, but Bo's not here, or is
Yeah.
Bo here?
Bo is not. Bo
It's like not putting the chair away at the dinner table.
Bo actually ended up leaving the group and going off into that cosmic void with the
Got it.
and doing his own thing. in
He's
Astro.
traveling the stars, learning things,
So he
sacred magics.
ate a bunch of mushrooms and stayed in his trip. Got it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, it didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I need to change one thing, and I'm making this take long. My apologies.
Oh God, Malcolm.
It's my.
You forgot to add the
D&D
dragon. You
Beyond
forgot to add.
experience. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, so Rakalish was Amnon was 4. Demetra was 20.
Yes.
20, and then 18 for Tempe, right?
Yes, sir.
And then Rack, what were you again? 8 or
9.
9? Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. You all got lucky. So they are. I'll say, from an initial standpoint, since they land, they are moving fairly slow. And what you realize is the armors appear to be kind of old Centurion guard. So it's not like full knight armor. It's like some greaves, some what do you call those? Arm guards or
Breakers?
gauntlets, yeah. And then the breastplate, and then the helmet, and a sword and shield, all floating independently with this kind of like spectral energy behind it. And the one thing that's kind of consistent is that like purple flowing ribbon. If they weren't so intimidating, they would almost be beautiful, and you do essentially get the feeling that they were some kind of armed guard of Bahamut, but are clearly under control or operation of this structure. So, Demetra, you are up, followed by Tempe and followed by Rakalish before any of them attack.
So, question about the layout of the room.
Oh, yes.
The way we came in here. So it's like there's only, besides suddenly being able to fly, the only way out of here is the way we came in.
Is to run. So essentially what I'm using is this is the center of the room, because the room is so huge I couldn't fit it on the table, right? So that's why it's supposed to feel very massive in terms of how far they are away from you. Now they are fairly close. They look like they could get there about 60 feet away, 60, 70 feet away, any particular one of them.
Okay.
You'd be running back the opposite way to go towards the door. Dashing would take you several turns to make it at full speed, but you all could possibly just try to outrun them depending on how you think the fast, if you're just going to leave this fight. But if a fight you're up for, then yeah, they're here for it.
It's like on one hand I am up for a fight, but is fighting the smartest thing to do right now? I'm gonna bonus action float my shield, so
Okay.
I can two-hand the Mace of Disruption. And then I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move laterally. I'm gonna do 45 feet towards the guy that's on the left.
And I don't have there we go.
On my full movement.
45 feet to the guy that's towards the guy that's on the left, so around this way.
Stage left, yeah, that guy. So heading towards the door. I'm trying to diagonal cut. I'm not heading straight for the exit door.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hopefully be in between them and my party if they decide to try and make it to the door.
Got it. So, because the door's back this way, because that door in the back is not there. That's just fluff. So the door, if you're trying to leave, they're not blocking the doorway. The doorway is behind.
Oh, okay. They're not blocking the door. Okay.
They're not blocking the doorway. You could just run away is basically what I'm saying, or you could. So moving here would be facing them. Moving away outside, basically leaving the battlefield, like you in Final Fantasy, where you go we would like to leave the battlefield and try our hand at running away, which would probably push you into some kind of dexterity-based acrobatics or athletics checks, just running to get out of the room, because there's nothing you need to leap over. There's no crazy terrain in the room. It's fairly open.
Okay.
I'm really
in that case,
you want to run.
Does Tempe look like he wants to run?
I mean, Tempe never wants to run, but if you run, Tempe's gonna run.
Well, and I'm curious on what they're guarding.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't think running's a good idea. Okay, cool. I'll go 45 feet to the guy on the left. So I'll do my full movement, and then I'll post up, and I'll say I'll hold my action that when one of them gets within melee with me, I will make an attack.
It's gonna come in melee and try to talk to you, and just gonna attack because that's what you said you would
Yep.
do.
All right. Tempe,
All right, so that'll be my turn holding on that action.
I like how I'm facing that guy.
Yeah. So if you're trying to
with the
judge,
hand, too.
if
You're like, come
trying
on.
to judge distances and stuff like that, that's about That's about 100. That's about 100, little over 100 feet to that guy from where you're standing.
Okay.
Chimpy. From where Cheryl's standing, it's like about 80 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll just go as far as I can. I don't want to put myself too far away from the party.
Okay, yeah.
Far.
So that'll be my turn.
Hold on a second. Let's see.
All right, Timpy, you're up. And they're just kind of slow marching at this moment, like kind of pulling their blades and kind of preparing, shields going up.
They look like they want to fight, though, right?
They do. They look very much like they are.
Check
they are
security
advancing
guard.
towards you, as though they
Menacingly.
were. Yeah, menacing.
In that case,
Get him, Temp.
I'm going to move as far as I can in the same direction that Demetria did towards that dude.
The Bash Bros back together again.
How far can
Yeah,
you
that's
move?
probably a better tactic that we.
I can move.
You moving like 30 feet? Are you moving like? Are you dashing?
Yeah.
Are you doubling your movement? Or
No, I'm not gonna dash because I wanna be able to hold my high attack
you
as
sure.
well.
So, and is your movement faster, higher than 30 feet?
No, it's not. I thought I had something.
Yeah, I
like
remember.
that.
I've got the magic horseshoes.
So that puts you like 5. You could be like kind of like right in front of Demetria if you needed to be in front of her. So, what is that? How do you feel about that, Sean? Oh shoot! Did everybody freeze? Oh. Oh damn it! What is happening? Jennifer, did the internet just die?
What?
Internet just died and kicked me off. It's been really bad lately.
Okay. Oh my goodness, he can't see you right now. She has both Maleficents.
Hi, Mama. I can't right now. See you after. Why are you doing that? Okay, bye.
What?
I said, okay, bye. She's like scooted away like I'm out of here. I gotta try to get back on. My whole game just died on me. Is the internet out?
Oh,
Look
have
who
you
it
printed
is.
any
Look
of
who
those
came
figures I
crawling
sent you?
back.
Hey, so I don't know if you noticed, but we already won.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's
Sean
like,
was
what
Sean
is
was made
going
host.
on?
He said we won. You know, that's kind of how it runs.
So everybody froze, and I was like, Sean, and I was like, oh shit, everybody's frozen. Fuck, internet's about to drop. Just kicked.
For us, you froze. We were here chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
we
For
were
us,
talking
it was
shit.
the opposite way. I'm like, oh damn. that
And
means
now
I'm-
all our squares are messed
Hopefully, I
up.
wasn't going like, or whatever that was.
Don't worry, Cheryl did that for you.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. Remind me why again? Why?
I'm already in the doghouse. I'm already negative inspired. I can...
Double negative inspiration. Your next roll fail.
I'm trying to situate everybody.
Dude,
Do
that
all
would
your
be
rolls with
so
D12s
brutal,
for
man.
the rest of the game.
Good luck.
Dang.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta put
Your
some time
strength is
on
now
there.
5.
How come we get rid of this dial-up shit, man? Get you some real internet.
You know this
Shout
doesn't
out
happen.
Time Warner.
When's the last time this happened? I mean, it's been a
Been a
minute.
while.
Embarrassing. Shout out to
I
Time.
don't know. This is
We
my
get
new
friend of
house.
the pod here.
Comment down below if you think Time Warner owes Malcolm his.
They
his
definitely do.
feedback.
I can't stand time. I can't stand Time Warner. It's all I can get though. It's like I would use.
You don't
it.
have AT&T now.
I think AT&T would be worse for what I need. Like,
Bro, AT&T went out across. Everybody thought it was the end of the world last week. Remember that shit? Everybody with AT&T,
Yeah, I can't fuck with
their phone was on
AT&T.
SOS.
like I feel like the necessary when you need high bandwidth for me, it's like or streaming, it's gotta be. I mean, Time Warner if that's all you've got. Like,
Spectrum's dope, dude. I had Spectrum come out here and like fucking
well,
give me
Spectrum is what I'm saying.
what fastest one it
Spectrum
was.
is Time Warner, yeah, but
Yeah, for
we're
work,
used to
and it is good, man.
yeah, I mean, fairly decent but you know, I still can't stand them because when it does go wrong, it goes completely wrong.
No, I don't think your internet's ever gone out like that before, though.
Yeah,
At least it hasn't. It's been a
Ever.
long.
it's been a
time.
long time since that.
I don't remember the last time it happened. That's
I
I
how
remember the
long.
last time it happened because it was the can't.
It was the-
Yes, it
Oh.
was that.
The last big one.
Why don't I remember that?
It was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
That's way too much booze and drugs for that shit.
Speaking of memories, I gotta take care of my own memories.
Yeah, get rid of them.
Big fuck you, memories.
Oh, that's funny.
So, what do these statues look like to Rakalesh?
Blurry.
Like shapes.
Actually, to Rakalesh, he can see them very clearly. They look like glowing figures in the dark. Because remember how I described him seeing Anaya, right? Like he sees that like radiant spectral energy. So they almost like seeing their like radiant heat signatures in the dark.
Real quick, before Malcolm, you move any more screens. Sean, move over a little bit. No, you were gonna line up the top of Sean's head to the bottom of your
I
head.
got what you were saying right.
Damn.
Fun with Zoom windows.
Yes. I wish I could like get these windows to just do what I want immediately. I have to mess with them, and then just put Sean back, and we're good.
Forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. It was not very important though, so I'm sure it's okay. Dude, those Windows things fucked up.
That's like I can't, man, I don't even know what the hell you're doing. Every time I watch you line them up, I think I understand it, and then like I see there's a me here and there's a me there.
Is it like just setting up it's like setting up 6 or 7 monitors, right?
Yes, kind of like it's like you're getting the same screencast multiple times, but then you have to crop it down to so it's like I'm basically creating several channels of the same Zoom image, but I can only but in each separate one am I cropping like you all, and I haven't found an easier way to do it. Maybe because I just haven't spent some time, but it's awful. It's the worst.
There has to be.
But it looks nice in the recordings, and it kind of just works, and it's just like
In my space. Yeah. Get the hearts.
So it's definitely annoying to have to do every game. Like when you guys are chit chatting, and I'm like, I want to like chit chat, but I'm like, my brain is like, figure this shit out. Like it's like doing a puzzle at the top of every fucking game. Like,
Fuck that.
We're out here like reminiscing about our days and our weeks,
Yeah.
and Malcolm's just
Malcolm's stressed out making little miniature us's and shit. While
it
we
cuts
cut
to
up.
Malcolm and one time he's like the
It's very
Malcolm, speaking of cutting up, when the fuck are we gonna do like a Malcolm's D&D party movie thing?
dude. So that's what we're coming to with this game. I mean, well, we could do it anytime, but I know since everybody lives, like Sherlin lives so far away, we were trying to like set something up for the end of the campaign so we could spend a day.
Oh,
That's what
right
I
on.
was trying to plan. So, like I was telling them, I think we're very close. It's just I don't want to railroad you all, right? Like I wanted the ending to be.
and that's why we love you, Malcolm.
Yeah, it's like you all exploring Bahamut's castle, and whatever you find here is what you find, and so, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to really like take it. Whereas I could just be like, Tiamat shows up and let's just have this like happen, but
Yeah, no,
And
no.
then we all
we're
die.
there. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just like,
we're good with that.
and I think there's cool things to find before that actually happens, or two things for you all to discover that will help you in that final, whatever that looks like. Let me just share. Let's see, put the music back on and share, and then we'll just jump right back in. So yeah, I'm sorry that happened. Hopefully that's the last of that. That should happen on my race. That's why I know it's
Knock on wood.
Spectrum's been shitty because it happened during one of my races, and the internet dipped so hard that like the lag hit, and all the cars that I was racing start like jumping around the field, like in Gran Turismo, they start
shit.
slamming into the walls and like taking damage and stuff. But whoever I'm racing against, their car's fine, but I'm seeing it over sideways, and I'm like, I see myself pass somebody, and I'm like, yes, I'm up to third, and then they like jump back in front of me, and I'm like, wait, what? It's so annoying. And it caused me to lose a race one time because suddenly the guy reappeared in front of me, and I hit his bumper, and it's like, this shit's annoying. So yeah, so that happens. It's the bullshit.
All right, everyone who's subscribed to this channel, go call Time Warner and complain.
Right.
Tell them you
Yeah.
don't like it. All right, let's get.
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
I'm sorry,
I
Malcolm.
did all of that while you were small. Okay,
Oh, there we go.
I'll have to leave it like that. So the funny thing is, the first thing I do is when I put my Zoom, I have 3 screens in front of me, right? One screen is running OBS, one screen is running like music and all like D&D stuff, and then the other screen is where I just get to look at you all across the table from me, and I usually make that full as possible. And what I did is I start resizing all these screens while you were like sitting in a particular spot on the browser screen is hovering there, so I have to just leave it right there. I imagine that even if I move the browser, it'll probably move you guys' screens around, so we'll leave it alone.
Oh, man.
Wow, so we left off, Tempe had just gone.
We left off. We all got natural 20s, and
I'll give everybody an inspiration in this combat if you need one. And then we were on Rakalish. Yeah.
my evil plan to train squirrels to chew through your internet cables.
And I'm holding my attack until somebody advances close enough.
Okay,
with an
so
attack.
held attack there. Yep, I was supposed to slow die to remind myself.
All right, Flesh is gonna join the group. He's got 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Because 90% of healing spells are touch based, so he needs to be close.
Yep.
Within chomping distance.
That's if he's healing himself. He can snack on you as a treat.
Anything else? Just moving up.
Hold action if one of them takes any significant damage, then I will do a cure wounds at first level. But other than that, nothing.
Okay. So I will start with, looks like where Amnon goes, our guys go, so they're going to rush forward.
Sorry, Amnon.
No, I'm actually exactly where I'd like to be. I'm perfect. I'm good. You guys go right
Actually,
on
I
ahead.
can't- I'm a
I'm
cancel my
charging.
cure wounds because I forgot we all got a bunch of temp hit points.
Whoa. See?
Oh, they fast now.
Yeah. Oh, they're very cool.
No! Get
Oh.
Cool.
out of there, Amnon!
Their turns
I
are
can't
done.
fly.
Their turns are done though. They all dashed in to close proximity. That was a dash. So it's Amnon. It's your turn.
Amnon's wild.
So you just see them suddenly just like, and like as they start running,
They Naruto
you start to
run
realize,
closer.
yeah, they start to realize that like they're not really touching the ground. The armor, the greaves aren't really have no feet, so they just kind of are making the motions of running, but just kind of like specters getting closer to you, shifting closer. Amnon, you are up.
Oh, so I'm gonna kind of back up a little. Kind of done being right up.
God, those minis are so cool looking.
Yeah, they are.
You look
I
great.
thought that was like I thought that was a picture for a second, so you zoomed out.
Yeah, they're pretty badass. I gotta have Amnon. I broke some of them. I had to piece this guy all the way back together. So I have Ohan print me some more because I love this. It's a really great mini, but it's so brittle because they're floating armor. So the only thing that's connecting them, like if I was to pick up the image and like rotate it for you, you can see all the way inside.
Oh shit!
So the only thing
cool.
that's connecting the armor is that ribbon. So it's just a helmet.
Oh,
So this guy is his hand, his arm. There's no arm in there. It's just his arm, and that ribbon is holding it upward. There's nothing inside. The entire
That's
arm is
super
up.
dope.
They're badass. Whoever like designed these things are so cool. But they
Or
break like
those-
don't if you drop one, it's over. It's just like bang, and they just million pieces. Like
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna have to start like, experimenting with that like tough resin that can
that
like
tough.
bend.
Yeah, they need like that tough bendy resin.
I'll
for
have to
these
get some
things.
of that in practice
They
with
are
it.
brittle like crazy. All
Painting
right.
that must have been a bitch.
Oh, it was, yeah, and that's why it's kind of a bad paint job because if you look inside, I haven't painted any.
He's right. It looks great on camera.
Yeah.
That is-
Yeah, on camera it looks
I
really
told
good.
on. I paint for table ready miniatures. If someone was an actual painter, they would look at my shit and be like, "Dude, it's just so kind of subpar." But for the table and for the camera, it's all smoke and mirrors.
I don't think I've ever said that about any of your minis yet to date.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
You're awesome. You're awesome. But I follow painters and I'd be like, how is it that you have eyeballs in that socket?
That's
of
those
that
professional
mirror?
motherfuckers. Those,
But those painters are following you
Yes.
and
Yeah.
seeing how you compose a table, how
Yes,
you
this
pick
is
the
how-
music, and they're
And
thinking,
you know what?
Are you guys trying to big up me so that I make these guys weaker? What are we doing here?
no, it's the power of fucking
Oh.
friendship, Malcolm.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Plus, those painters, all they do is paint while you're like building games and shit.
I mean, I don't know. Mike Kildren's pretty fucking good, dude.
Oh no,
Yeah, I got my
love
Demetria
those.
on display.
I actually had fun painting those, and I felt it was that moment when you finish. You're like, "Damn, I'm giving these away!" Like you're just like, I actually really liked every single one of those that I painted.
I keep
It
it on
takes
my
you back.
desk. I keep it on my desk, man. I love this fucking thing. It's cool.
All right, Amnon, what are you doing?
Okay, so
You're down here, you're right here by the.
so can I like move to the left just a little bit so I'm completely behind that little pillar there?
Yeah.
There we go. I feel much better now. What? Okay, I am going to summon a fiend.
Okay. What kind of fiend? What is it?
It's a devil. Is it?
Oh wait, Malcolm, did those guys when they moved up, are they within melee of me and Tempe?
They are within. Your melee's 5 feet, so they're right outside of your reach. If they had reach, they would be in melee, but you all are just outside of melee range. Yeah.
Boo. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little more than an inch between you all, which means that there's a good 6, 7 feet between you.
It's a devil spirit, Malcolm.
Okay. See what I got.
Is that honestly just anything does? It's a large fiend. Is the really like the best description I have for it here.
Him big and him bad.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
So it is a large fiend, but like what it gives you is so it takes up 4 spaces, large, and it's a devil. But it's not yours. Are you like fluffing that it's a spirit, or it's just actually like some kind of devil from the?
It doesn't. Okay, I read the whole thing before this. It has no. So it could be either a devil, a Yugolith, or a demon spirit, and and for me, I'm picking the devil, of course. It has a hurl flame ability.
Yuggoth. Oh, the Yuggoth. Okay, so so it's actually the stat of the devil. Or what,
It's a summon fiend spell. Yeah.
what? But there's multiple types of devils. So the Yuggoth, for example, the Yuggoth is a certain type. Okay, so it's just I guess it just calls it a devil. It's not like one of the particular devils. Is that?
That's right. Because okay, you call forth a fiendish spirit.
Okay.
And it's
Got it.
in an unoccupied space that you can see within range.
Mhm.
This corporeal form uses the fiendish spirit stat block.
Okay, so fiendish spirit stat block. Got it. That gives me everything. That's what I was looking for. Like, what's the
Oh,
stat block?
okay.
It's a fiendish spirit. So do you have that stat block for yourself?
I have it right here in
Okay,
front of me. Yeah.
perfect. I'm just gonna use this guy for now as a stand-in. And where do you want to place it? Where does it summon? Where does it?
I want him to be in front of this well, kind of towards the right, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like right there. Yeah, kind of just guarding me. It's good. Guarding the Amnon's spine. And he's just gonna start hurling flame.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that flame goes out.
Ignis.
Is that a deck save or is it an attack?
Okay, so
Hurl flame's an attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
It's oh my god, I'm so ill prepared. Sorry.
You're good.
So I will. It's my spell attack modifier. Okay. Which is plus 10. The first one's 15.
That's gonna miss.
I rolled a natural 20 for the second one.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
And let me roll the last one here. Okay, and then the last one is a 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right.
So if he's flames going off, boo, boo, boo. The thing is like shifting, some of them going through the armor, through the little pockets and areas, and one of them just slams right into the breastplate, or right into like the helmet. Go ahead and give me, and what it's doing fire damage.
Yes. The spells.
I'll take all of that. So.
That's 25 damage.
How much? 25?
Yeah.
25
Nice.
fire damage. Takes it. Boom. So the thing kind of, as it's running forward, it's kind of gets pushed back as that fire slams into it. And that was 25 because you get a nat 20, right? So you doubled the dice rolls on that?
Oh, I did not.
You can
so,
You can either,
Yeah.
you can either re-roll or you can just double and I'll just take 50 if you want. Your choice.
no. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't. There wouldn't be 50. It would just be. It would be 18 more.
18 more. Okay.
18 more because only one of the fire hits did the natural 20. Then one after that did the.
Oh, you were totaling up the damage. Got it. So 18 more damage. Okay.
So what did I say it was? It was like 32. So then that's like 50 damage. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So the gets pushed back. Creature staggers for a moment, hits it really hard from that that devil that Amnon summons. As this all happens, we circle back around round 2. These things don't seem to have any like kind of crazy legendary actions. They're just combatants. As Demetria, you're up again.
I don't trust that a big Malcolm Mini doesn't have lair or legendary actions, but I will move into melee.
I'll say this: you're crawling now, so I'm a little more lenient, or not lenient. So the thing about D&D is you're supposed to have multiple encounters in a day, and the thing is about you all the way you role play. I rarely get the opportunity to throw multiple encounters to you, so you normally have to have just big encounters, one big encounter after another. So these maybe you might get a little bit of. You might be able to breathe. It doesn't mean that after this encounter is over, you don't stumble into some other bullshit. So who knows?
Noted. There is other bullshit afoot.
Yes.
I will. So I have the shield is floating, so I can put 2 hands on the Mace of Disruption. I'm gonna whack him.
Right.
22.
Yeah.
22 will hit.
There's no chance he's undead or a fiend.
Not undead or a fiend.
Just checking. All right, 6 plus 8, 14 plus 4, 18.
And that's 18.
Do you want the damage separately?
Yes.
So it's 8 plus 4, 12. So it's 12 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
How
So,
close is
8
Dimitri
points
to
of bludgeoning, 12 points of radiant. So it's a massive blow from Demetria.
And then I take my second attack.
It stumbles like as you hit it in the leg, and it drops down to one knee. Shield goes wide, exposing both the breastplate and the head as you take the second attack.
That's only a 12. That's not going to do it.
Okay. So that it kind of tries to collect itself as that second swing misses. Is that in Demetrius' turn?
Yep.
Yep. Tempe, camera swoops over to you. You're right beside. I know where everybody's just kind of moving these around so you can actually see yourself. Do a little bit.
I'm gonna whack him.
I'm gonna whack.
Whack him.
I'm gonna
That's what we do best.
I'm gonna try to like throw a flurry of attacks and hit him 3 times.
Okay.
Let's see what this.
1d8.
26.
26 will hit.
19.
19 will hit.
16.
16 will miss. Oh man, this kind of made me think about. So I'm so excited for Final Fantasy Rebirth.
18.
Is anybody playing Rebirth? Oh my god. Oh,
Nope.
I can't wait. It's downloading.
Is it?
Download.
I have to get it for my wife. My wife's a big
Oh my
fan.
god.
That's why it took Malcolm so long to reconnect. He had to go check his download progress.
Right, yeah.
that's why his Wi-Fi's like
That's
this.
probably what happened, yeah, because I left my PlayStation on. Maybe he sapped a little bit as you left it like running in the background, but no. So far I hear 2 hits.
18 damage.
18. That's total, and these are
Yeah.
just slashing.
Yeah.
All right.
Are they magical slashing?
They're magical,
Yeah.
right?
It is magical slashing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as they're magical. 18.
So we gave you enough swords. It better be magical.
Yeah, definitely magical.
So
Plus,
there's-
also, I
there's
meant to
always
give
an
you that
argument to that.
solar sword too. So
I have a buddy who says no matter what, if the creature is resistant, even if it's magical and it's resistant to slashing, he cuts the damage in half. But because I've always read it that it usually says the types of damage, unless from a magical weapon, which would mean that it does full damage,
Yeah.
right?
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I think it's more like usually it's like resistant to the following. I feel like it's sometimes it'll say like that, just resistant to any non-magical.
So we're gonna
attack.
go. This thing is resistant to this, and this from non-magical attacks, you know, that are adamantine or something like that. Which means that if it's a magical attack, it's just straight damage. That's the way I read that.
I mean, yeah, that's how I would read that.
Yeah.
I
Some
think
people-
the only exception is like the Barbarian Rage, because it just has resistance to slashing, period.
Yeah. So yeah, that's full damage. So these things, it feels like you're doing damage to these like floating armors, right? And in a weird
How
way.
far is
How far is who from you?
this guy? He's like close by within.
Oh,
5 feet.
the other one. The other one.
No,
is,
the dude that I was hitting.
Oh yeah, he's
like,
right. He's right in front of you.
Because I could use a bonus action to make a ranged attack, but if he's right in front of me, I can't make a ranged attack on someone
Yeah.
right in front.
He's right in front of you. I mean, because you went up and slashed him, so he's
Yeah,
within
yeah,
striking distance. Yeah. Unless you make a ranged attack, can you make it to another target? It has to be the same target.
It doesn't have to be the same target.
So that you can make it to any of the
Well,
other
then I'm
two.
gonna bonus action and I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
my magical blade through the air magnificently.
And then so depending on who you want to target, remember that this one's been damaged a lot. In addition to
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna try to get.
Okay, and then the this one's been damaged also by the hurl flame from
I want to hit whichever one has the most damage.
So then that's the farthest guy, the guy over close to the devil. Okay, go for that.
$25.
That'll hit.
But now I got to go get this fucking dagger. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We need to a dagger on like a bungee cord.
Now is your
Don't you have
your
a-
daggers magical?
Yeah, the dagger's magical.
Okay.
I thought you had the magical returning dagger.
No, it doesn't return. I gotta pick it up every time I fucking do it. That's
God
gonna be
damn it.
10 damage.
10 damage.
I thought you were given a returning magical dagger, though.
Does it return? I don't think it
I
returns.
don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah, no, it just says +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon.
Okay.
Well, hey, it's magic. That's what's important.
Yeah. So after Tempe's done, Rakalish is up.
Am I within 10 feet of the one?
Yes.
Alright.
Because you were there. You were like right
primal,
here. So yeah, you're definitely.
Yep, I'm just going to use Primal Savagery on it.
Okay. What
For
does-
it. 18 to hit.
that will just miss.
Darn. Well, that's it.
So
Clerics don't get multi-attack.
so as you launch that, what does the attack look like as you're trying to do, even though it didn't connect? Just gotta see it in my head.
So Primal Savagery says you channel primal magic to cause your teeth or fingernails sharp and ready to deliver a corrosive attack.
Got
Except for I took Spell Sniper,
it. Okay.
so it's supposed to be a melee attack, but
you're
it's
gonna
got a
make it
range of 10 feet now.
Got it. So you're like throwing
So I just
claws at him. All right. So then the creature will, the one that is standing in front of this group right here, will it's subtly this kind of golem-like construct. It emits this radiant light within 20 feet, 20-foot radius, and I need a con save from everyone.
Am I within 20 feet?
You are not. No. So just from Rakalish. So when I say just from Rakalish and from Tempe and from Demetria.
Okay.
What is it?
I hope it caught.
A
I
con
rolled
save.
eight out of that.
Constitution save.
Con save. Okay, +3 from being near me.
Oh shit! I got a 29.
Dirty 20.
I saved the fuck out of that.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Okay, much better. 19.
Okay. So 19 passes, 18 and up passes. So did everybody pass?
Yep.
Okay. So you all
We're back flipping all over the place.
I'm happy about that. I was scared for a second.
So this kind of blast goes out that tries to blind you, so you only take half, which would be 6 points of radiant damage to everyone.
Ooh.
And
Wait, radiant damage. Am I?
if you're immune to radiant, then you get nothing.
No, I'm not. Okay.
Could I have been blinded again?
Yeah, so it was just going for the
Flashbang,
damage for you.
flashbang.
Yeah.
Double blind.
I mean, this is a different type of blinding. If I
This
can
is
get one, I can still
advanced
see.
blindness.
Your inner mind is blind too.
Your third eye shutters closed.
Third eye blind man.
This one rushes in and will.
Yeah, those minis are cool. I can't even be
make
mad.
an Attack.
Yeah.
at-
I like that concept. The ribbon holding everything up.
Mm.
making a strike at Tempe with
Okay.
blade. 12 does not hit you, right? That was a low roll. Swing again for 22 on the second one.
Hold on. Technically, yes, but I have a
Okay. What are you doing?
what is it?
Defensive duelist.
Yeah, defensive duelist. So it adds 5. So he'd have to roll a 25 to hit me. so he does not, right?
Okay. So wait.
My reaction. My reaction is
Yeah, if you didn't use your action, then you can spend that. Okay, so then that takes that away. Then your day's done. Let's see the last one then.
and he looks over his shoulders. Okay.
We'll move in on the devil. Let's see.
All right.
And attack the devil in front of it with swinging nat 20 for 31. Swinging again for a dirty 30. Doing so. The
Hey, yo.
No, not Jones. Anyone but Jones.
The first swing alone will do 38 damage.
Okay, he takes it.
The second swing does 30, and this is all radiant damage. Does 30 damage.
Oh, it's radiant. It's radiant. No, okay, then it's gone. Then.
Yeah.
No.
That's all right.
We hardly knew ye.
He served his purpose. He did his duty, man.
He did.
Thank you, devil.
Moment of silence for
that
Jones.
That could have been Amnon, dude. That could have been me. That's why I'm summoning everything I can. I'm like, yeah, you did that.
They're done. Amnon, you are up.
I'm just like looking over.
Oh shit! Like, is he gone?
Record scratch.
Oh, there.
So it's like fire. It's just like die.
Squish.
That's all. He did his damage.
Yeah, he did his damage, and it was a good amount of damage too. So yeah.
Yeah. So Amnon's going to throw a hex at the armor that killed my poor little devil.
Okay.
And then I will throw, and then I'm gonna just level the collar at it and fire it out the cannon. No.
Make it a red hex because the green disappears. Okay.
Okay. So the first one is one of them got a natural 20.
One of them got what?
So we got a 29, a 28, and then a natural 20 to hit for my 3 blasts.
Well, everyone's tired tonight. Do you guys want to play till like 9:30? Is that a good cutoff?
I'm good.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Cool. All right. Cool.
My thumb didn't want to get on screen, but
You're just send the hearts. Send the hearts.
All right. So yeah, it's hexed. Anything? If that's anything else, then if not, we're going top of the round.
Oh no! I hexed them,
you did. You hexed
and then I did my blast.
Do your blast.
All 3 hit.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to total everything up.
Go for it. Yeah, I know it's a lot.
Okay. It's a 39 damage, and it pushes him back from, I think 10 feet.
So with repelling blast, it's the amount of movement for each blast. So if it's 10 feet for one blast, it would be 30 feet for all 3 blasts.
All right, let me confirm it then. Those are features, right?
I believe so.
Here it is. 10 feet away. Yeah, so that would push it back 30 feet.
Nice.
Amnon, I'm gonna give you something here. It's not based on any rules. It's kind of roll a cool in here because you're. Can you give me an Arcana check? And your Arcana check needs to succeed a 15 or higher.
Okay. I got a 24.
Okay. He had 1 hit point left, so pushed him back. And how do you finish him off?
I honestly just picture just blowing off pieces of each major piece of armor. So the whole leg portion would blow off, the section of the chest piece would blow off, and then the head would just blow off.
And it kind of rains down, and then all the pieces lying there begin to sizzle away and kind of turn into blue spectral light and float away.
You're a devil, man.
This is for Jones.
Jonesy.
Nice, good shit. Because you kept him from surviving another round.
And then Amnon turns, and we're all busy fighting this guy. We didn't see it.
It's like, guys.
Are you moving anywhere? Just still staying there behind the slab?
Yes. Yeah. I like that spot right now.
Demetria, you are up.
Gonna do what I do. I'm gonna hit him. Gonna try and hit him. What else can you do?
Whack 'em.
Whack him. That's a 23.
All right. 23 hits.
All right, that's it. 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of radiant.
It's all magical, so I'll take it all together, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know I said
Good
that
old
before,
Mason.
but yeah, you're good.
All right, and then if he's still alive, second attack. 19.
Well, how much radiant damage was that last attack?
5.
5. Okay. And then what's the next one?
19.
19. That just hits.
Plus hits. And everything together. 11 points of damage.
Okay. It looks like he's getting one of the greaves is cracked, and is each blow is starting to stagger and look very low, similar to the way the one looked before it just burst into celestial spectral energy. He looks very close to that.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Tippy.
I'm gonna whack him.
Finish him off.
I'm gonna make
The left hand goes to
couple of attacks here. Let's do a couple of attacks here. Let's see. 19?
That'll hit.
Oh, nice. And that's a 10. That's not gonna hit. So,
Mm.
Wait, okay, yeah. But your 19
Yeah.
hit.
yeah,
Okay.
for 10 damage,
10.
I'm gonna forego one of my attacks so that I can use commanding strike,
Okay.
and I'm going to use commanding strike to have Demetria attack this
Interesting.
guy, and I'm gonna add my superiority die to it. Or does she add it? She adds it, right? So that means you'll get a 1 D10 added.
Oh, wow.
Or whatever. Bash Brothers.
Bash Brothers. So do I do that on my next turn?
No, you do it now.
Do it now? Attack him now?
It's your reaction, basically.
Okay, cool. Attack him. Natural 20!
Shut up.
Oh,
Bash Bros!
Get out
Let's
of
go!
Oh,
So that means I double everything, all of the dice, so...
Yeah. Does it
This guy's
double? I don't think it doubles the D10 though, right?
Yep.
Malcolm, ruling.
All
Does
damage
it? It doubles
dice.
my
all,
D10
all
too?
damage
This
dice
guy's
is
smoked.
doubled on. That's
This
why,
guy's
yeah.
about to get blown to smithereens.
Yeah, this guy's smoked right now. This was the best shit ever.
My
Bash
was like, damn, he had
Bros.
3 hit points left. You didn't
Yeah.
need this.
Yeah, he really didn't
He
need
didn't
all
deserve
that.
He didn't need
Yeah.
this. I, Cheryl, needed this.
Yes.
That's
This is for me.
So I would say the way this should look, I would think, is
24.
it's Cheryl's for sure kill because you've transferred over. But I
But I
imagine
want to
this,
do. Hold
this
on.
is a
You
back
ever
to back. Like this is where you team up.
This
you know?
is no. This
What
is
are
a
your-
Tempe. Tempe makes the attack with one hand,
Yeah.
turns his hand over. Demetrius steps into his hand. He tosses her up, and then she
Yes.
just slams down with the mace for
Yeah.
34 points of damage.
Yeah, this guy's smoked.
Nice. How do you? What does it look? How do you finish it?
Just that downwards. Tempe tosses her up into the air. She blots out the sun for a second.
Flashes
And then
into
slams down.
pieces. It is no
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. And then we high five.
That's right.
We don't notice all the blue essence is collecting into the third one that we haven't fought yet, and it gets bigger.
Oh
Jameson,
no!
stop
Why are
it.
you stealing ideas, dude?
Because Ornstein and Smo is an excellent boss fight.
This monster he is swayed by our show of friendship and solidarity, and he becomes
Right.
our ally.
That's right.
All right, good shit, good move there, Tempe, leaving Rakalesh and only one of them left.
Yep, I'm gonna go for that primal savagery for a 24.
24 hits. Yep.
Or that'd be 4.
4 damage?
14 acid
14.
damage. 14 acid.
Acid. That acid splashes on the armor and does kind of sizzles, kind of burns off but burns off more like steam, and does not tarnish the armor at all.
I knew it. Oh well.
Hypothesis confirmed.
So that means this entire fight, Rakalesh has done fuck all.
Sorry, Rakalesh.
Right?
No,
it
magic
works
spirit.
with the blindness.
Yeah, that's it. No bonus
That's it.
actions.
All right,
Oh.
that one that is
I did not move up to it. I can use primal savagery.
oh, from
10
where
feet
you're
away.
at. Okay, got it.
In fact, I'll probably back away a little bit.
There's no flesh here to eat. Rakalesh isn't interested.
Yeah.
He will move in between Demetria and emit that blast of light. This time it seems like he levels it up. It's a bit stronger. Con saves. Actually, it's 20 feet, so I think it still catches Rakalesh.
Or Rakalesh.
Oh.
I'll allow Rakalesh
Um,
to be out of it because you said you would move yourself back, so I'll say you would have moved yourself out of it. So it's just Demetria and Tempe to give me a con save.
Well, I
That's
rolled a
three.
27.
Beautiful.
So, eat that shit,
Oh,
bad guy.
plus 16. Malcolm and his cascading dice noise.
That
Will
Yeah.
16 will miss. What did you get? A 20? You got some 20 something?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
So Demetria takes 36 points of radiant
Ooh.
damage.
fuck.
Tempe takes what's half of that?
18.
18.
Let's say 36.
18.
Yeah,
18.
18.
That's still a
5,
lot.
10 hit points. I'm gonna hellish rebuke him. Please do a dexterity saving throw.
You got it. 15.
Fails. Takes all of it.
All right.
Yep. And 10.
So 36 to him too.
We should have rested, bro.
20 points of fire damage.
20 points. Okay.
When we kill these guys, we gotta chill out for a minute.
Yeah.
Man.
Camp out. Camp out. Have a good 30, 45 minutes. Stretch
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
All right. So yeah, it's been taking that damage, and then where was that? That was his move. So then Amnon.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna move my hex to him. And that gives him an immediate 5 psychic damage.
Yep.
And then my lowest roll for my Eldritch Blast was a 16. Did that hit?
The 16 will miss.
Okay. I hit the other two.
Okay.
The lowest one there is a
He's a
What is
19 and up. So far, you guys have been scoring on 19.
But it's just, yeah, so I did it. So that's good. All right, let me roll down. 2. That's 29 damage. Total.
Okay. So another huge hit to the creature, the celestial armor. But clearly not an angel, just a construct of some type, but using that radiant light, that radiant energy, slowly being whittled down. Does that end your turn?
That ends it. I'm all done.
All right, Demetria, you could end this. You are Tempe.
All right, Temple.
I know
let's do
Rakalesh could too, but in the pecking order, it's probably
this.
or Rakalesh.
Wait
right
your
now.
turn.
Oh,
All right, gonna make first attack. Natural 20.
oh yeah.
How
God
many
damn
damn
it.
have you gotten
Yeah.
today?
This okay.
Jeez.
I think it's because I had such a shitty day. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
That'll be one of these, one of these, one of these.
Just wait till we're playing Dragonbane system.
Yeah, I'm getting these out while I still can. Let me have this.
No, enjoy.
24 points of damage.
All right. Looking
Did I-
weak. He's still alive.
Okay.
But looking pretty haggard. Looking pretty
Is
messed
he
up.
under 25 hit points?
Yes.
Then he needs to make I think it's a wisdom saving throw for the Mace of Disruption or turn to dust.
Oh,
check.
Oh,
He needs to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
That's a fail. So yeah, the
He disintegrates artfully.
in
Oh,
this beautiful
I love it.
fashion as you like punch the chest and it caves in, he staggers back, he like raises his weapon to strike again and then just disintegrates into dust that turns into light, that turns into kind of sparkling energy and is gone. Good shit. Room is clear. Can I have insight?
Probably just
check?
alerted.
Insight
We
check
probably
from
just alerted everyone in this building to the fact that we're here.
I'll
But
take
yeah.
I'll take an insight check from everyone in the room.
11.
Okay. I'm looking for a DC. It was actually really fairly low, but I was looking for a 12, unfortunately, Demetria. So-
Of course. Why would Demetria ever hit the minimum for an insight check?
Her insight checks, man. Demetria be struggling on the inside.
I got that nat 20 earlier.
That's what
today,
keeps it
but
fair,
still.
because everybody loves Demetria, but like the stuff you'd be expecting her, you'd be like, nah, Demetria's like, I don't see it. I just want to hit something.
Demetria does not have Demetria dropped out of high school, okay? She
8 on the insight check.
28?
I also feel
Okay,
like that,
that actually makes a lot of sense for Rakalesh.
it all makes sense, right? It's whenever we run into a hot woman, she's evil, so Demetria can't insight check for shit.
yep.
So I'll run off what I'm hearing from Rakalesh. So as Rakalesh looks around the room, vision's still blurry and not correcting. Also, I'll say this with your insight: does no one have greater restoration?
Doesn't Rakalesh have greater restoration?
I think I do.
I don't.
Sorry, I probably should have said that, but you could probably try to cast it on yourself. But I would say if you start, I would say that's part of your insight is realizing that you might be able to get rid of this. But
Oh wait, can I? Did we try? I have something I might be able to do. Hold, please.
Yeah.
Is it a spell that's affecting Rakalesh?
it's
Because I have cleansing touch, which is you use your action and one
I don't
spell
think
on
it's
yourself.
it's not a spell. It's not a
Okay.
spell, but it is a long-term effect. Now, what I will say, what Rakalesh realizes is whether he wants to get rid of it, because yes, it is being blind is going to cause you to have disadvantage on all your attacks. Spells are going to give people advantage, but in this moment, what it allows Rakalesh to understand is Rakalesh is able to. Oh yeah, because I was telling you, you don't get disadvantage when you're fighting these things that are radiant. So as long as it, which Bahamut's castle is probably full of. And as Rakalish looks around, he sees that on those multitude of floors, in those alcoves, there are more of these statues. They can continue to drop. And what Rakalish reveals is that if you continue to just pull the lever mindlessly, they will just spawn more of them. The lever.
I don't know. I feel like we need to just to confirm.
That's a fail. There seems to be a fail, like a security system for these things that are activated when you do not activate the lever correctly. And that, when Rakalish, are you sharing that, Rakalish, or no?
Yes, because he don't want to die.
And so sharing that would connect with Amnon, who understands that something with the slab has to do with the deck of many things, or at least the symbology of the deck of many things. Or you can leave this room altogether and backtrack, because there are rooms back the other way. There are 2 doors in the hallway, and there is the hall, like the hall that you all walk through. You guys just walk through that statue hallway. You're like, fuck this place. So yeah, there's other things too.
Demetria, you still have the cards on you?
I do still have the cards on me.
You think maybe we can use the cards to make this thing work?
And remember, as long as she's not pulling them, she can. She's not.
Oh,
making them
okay. So I'm
pull.
not pulling them. I can
She
like
can
fan
look-
them out.
She can fan through them and look through.
Okay.
Is there like a sun card?
I pulled that one earlier, so
She
that one's
pulled
gone.
it and it burned away. There is
Yeah.
no sun card in
Sorry.
Demetria's deck.
Makes sense. I picked that one too. I would do.
What about
What's
the
your
moon?
pickup? Moon?
Moon?
Of course, you want to go to the moon. Let's do the moon. Let's see where that deck goes.
All right. So if I'm fanning the cards and I find the one that's the moon, can I remove it from the deck without pulling it from the deck, like face up? I'm not like
Yeah,
random.
because it's intention, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the random.
Here's the thing: the thing about pulling a card is you can't see it. So if Demetria's
Okay.
just looking at the cards and pulling cards out, she's not pulling a card. The
Okay.
deck has to be kind of either face down, or she has to be blindly choosing cards, right, and flipping them over. So in this
Demetria's
case,
very
she's
nervous
just-
handling this, like
Yeah,
arm's
no,
length.
as she should be. She's like literally playing with like a nuclear warrior and like like imagine. And so she does see a moon card that kind of matches that kind of crescent symbology that's on the. But what does she do?
Look, offer it to Amnon. I don't know.
Amnon will take it. Amnon will touch the moon card to the moon symbol. Just see if there's any visual reaction.
You hold it. The card, the glyph behind the card lights up while you're holding it, and the card feels kind of warm to touch, but not like burning you, but just like, whoa, you can feel there's some kind of kinetic energy like running through the card, almost like conducting as you just hold it close to the glyph. And the rune of that moon is glowing, the card is kind of glowing.
I'm gonna look over to Demetria and be like, pull the lever now.
I go to pull the lever.
And I'm just gonna hold still.
Demetria, give me a strength check.
Do
Athletics.
you need a leg? Do you need help? I can climb up on there anytime.
I will use
I'll
my
help
other
her.
inspiration that I
I'll
had in the
help her.
bank. Come on. Damn it. I need some help. Can someone help me pull the lever,
I'm helping.
please?
I'm helping.
Tippy's helping, so you get advantage.
Okay. I think I still need some help. That's a 13. I used up all my 20s.
On Recklash.
Rockalish, put your back into it.
If Rakalish is helping, or if Rakalish is going to do it, if Rakalish is helping, you can take one more roll for everyone that's like tugging on this thing, but it's still Demetria's strength, unless Rakalish is going to do it on his own, and then someone wants to help.
Rakalish don't want to touch jack shit in this place. This is not his god. This is another god. He's a
Rockalish, come on, be a
heretic.
team player.
Demetria, roll the dice
He'll
one more
cast
time.
guidance.
Okay.
So
Add a
roll.
d4.
So that's 14. Add a d4. Let me pull
Okay,
my-
so is Demetria trying again? So then she failed the first one, so she's actually trying again this time with the help of Rocklish, with guidance, and with the help of Tempe. So another advantage roll with the guidance.
Another advantage roll plus a d4. Okay.
Yep.
God damn it.
I will say it doesn't.
Damn it.
seem,
It's been nine. Literally, the
it
last
doesn't
5
seem
times
as
I've rolled the
hard to
dice.
move this time, but it seems like it's getting weaker. But
The last 4 or 5 rolls I've made trying to pull this lever have either been 9s or 7s. All of them have been 9s and 7s. That's all I've rolled. So it'll be a 9 plus 4 for my strength, so that's 13 plus a 1. So
14.
14.
So we watch there's this moment of a
Demetria's ego is
montage of
dying.
Demetria trying over you have the same shot, but she's over here, and then she's above it, and then she's below, and then she's going low.
Demetria's
And,
using the tail's wrapped around it too.
Can Tempe,
Why not
can Tempe laugh
touch
at her
the
and take a
card
turn?
to the lever?
But finally, it moves, and it just,
Oh.
it just clink. And this time, after it moves, the card connected, it seems to move effortlessly now, as long as the card is held there. And then the entire floor begins to kind of move in a circular fashion and
God's
begins to move downward.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
God's
and
elevator.
As the floor begins to descend lower and the walls begin to stretch like you're in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Wherever you all are going, wherever it's going to stop, we'll take a 5-minute break and we'll.
Are the walls actually stretching?
It's going to do one of those, and it's kind of
find
rotating
a way
at the same
out.
time.
There's always my way.
Haunted Mansion is my favorite shit ever, man.
Oh, it's
That's
my
a-
favorite. I love that shit, bro. It's
I love the Haunted
so
Mansion,
good.
dude.
It's so good.
I'm in a
Alright.
break.
Yeah, do it. And I'm getting some water myself.
Too.
What you playing?
I'm playing Sparks of Hope, Mario plus Rabbids.
Mm.
It's a really fun game. It's less
Playing
board
Fate
gamey.
Grand Order.
Huh?
Mhm. I can see the vague imprints of a cat, Jameson.
What do you mean, imprints of a cat?
I thought I saw a cat for a second. The cat was hanging out with you.
James, did you
No,
hang
at my house there's no cats.
Oh. Well, I don't know what the fuck ghost cat you got hanging out with you. Oh. Hmm.
I'm gonna be on vacation next week, going to Universal
Hey.
All
in
right.
Florida.
Ooh, fun.
How many days you going?
That was great. Going for 4 days.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
they're doing a deal of buy a 2-day pass, get 2 for free.
Yeah, nice.
Where you going?
Universal.
Universal in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, nice. Universal is dope there, man. It's like 2 theme parks in one. There's like Universal on one side and Islands of Adventure on the other.
Yep.
I used to live there. We used to go there a bunch of
And
times.
there's also a water park which we're not gonna go to.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Nah, not the time of year for it.
Like Pirates of the Cove or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. Oh, the good water. What's the good water park we went to over there? What's the one where Jose worked? No, not Discovery Cove. The water park one. What's the Disney one? Is it type? I don't know. There was more a big ass lazy river that was pretty cool.
Oh, I love lazy rivers. The way when you get home at the end of the day, you can like feel like you're still on the river.
That's cool.
Yeah, my favorite one was in
sure.
the Bahamas at the Atlantis Resort.
Mm.
That one is amazing. There's like a
Is
rapid
it?
pool in it. There's a wave pool in it.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, you can even float up into like a little elevator, and you don't have to go off your tube. It'll take you up to the top of a slide, and you go all the way down. And you go right back into the lazy river.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, it's so great.
That's super cool. Fuck yeah.
I mean, I like swimming against a lazy river and a wave pool. It's good exercise.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I liked swimming with the lazy river, so it seemed like I was going really fast.
I've yet to find a wave pool that I could not conquer and get to the limit while it's doing the big waves.
Wave pool's great. When I was a little kid, I almost got drowned in one.
In a wave pool?
Yeah, because it was like a really crowded one. And I was like up ahead of like my mom and my family, and a bunch of people had inner tubes around me, and I didn't have an inner tube. So when a big wave came, it knocked me under, and
Yeah.
for a second I like couldn't get up to the surface because there were so many inner tubes around me.
So what the fuck?
Yeah, someone had to like reach down and like grab me by like the hair and get me up over the edge of a.
Caveman style.
And then I stuck to the lazy river for the rest of the vacation.
I mean, going to the beach, I've nearly gotten taken out by a fucking surfer because they're not paying attention.
Oh wow. Yeah, no. I've been hitting the head with my own surfboard, but not by another surfer.
When it shoots back out of the water.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty terrible.
I am an excellent swimmer.
I'm not a bad swimmer, I'm just lazy.
I'm a good enough swimmer, but I know better than to trust that
Yeah.
when it comes to the ocean. I know that the ocean wins 9 times out of 10, so I don't test it.
we did what's the one here called the Wolf Creek? No,
Wolf Lodge, yeah, that's where Alexis
Lodge,
Red
yeah.
Lodge.
That place was
No.
awesome.
Dude, that place was so fucking dope, dude. I can go there all the time. It was so dope, dude. I love that fucking place. I gotta plan another trip there. That shit was fun, man. Like that whole thing is like like it's all encompassing too, right? So
Yeah,
like
cool
be there
resort.
for 2-3 days and like not leave the fucking place. Everything's all good.
My kid like learned
Yeah.
how to swim though.
I
What's
like
that?
the shot here of Malcolm's hand just reaching past the pillars like a giant.
When Storm King's Thunder again.
Yeah. In my last year in the Marine Corps, I did both my basic swim qual and intermediate swim qual back to back.
Oh wow. Were you always a good swimmer, or did you learn how to swim when you went to the military?
I was always a good swimmer. I actually had to do my basic swim qual twice in boot camp because I made the comment that was stupid easy. After I was done, I'm like, do you want to do it again then? I was like, kinda. It's like, all right, do it again, because they thought I'd be extremely tired afterwards. But no.
Nice.
The hardest part is swimming when it's like 3 feet of water, because I'm tall. And you can't touch
Yeah,
the
you have to
bottom.
do like the alligator maneuver.
That's the
Yeah,
perfect depth of water for me because I'm short. So I'm good with that.
Yeah. And swimming in the utility uniform just isn't that difficult.
Hmm.
Plus the boots float.
Hmm.
And so boots float, all you gotta do is keep a chest full of air, and I just completely neutrally buoyant and float to the top.
Just Jameson bobbing along.
Yep, the only thing that sinks on me is my feet.
Nice.
So with the boots on, the boots float, so I can just lie there, do nothing.
Chill. Pretend you're in a lazy river.
Pretty much.
I love it.
So I think for basic, you have to float for 5 inter-
You broke up. Was that 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes for basic, around 15 for intermediate.
Just floating? Like on your back, like rescue position?
Yep, just floating.
I could do that.
You're not allowed to move your arms or legs though.
Oh, I could do that.
Like
That's what rescue
Yes,
position's about. We learned that in
lunge.
Girl Scouts. It's how you to conserve. You gotta. I think that was Girl Scouts. There was a lesson of some sort with me and other children. I don't know if it was Girl Scouts. It was.
So, as we pick back up, the floor stops. The level's gone down lower, and there are no in this chamber. There's some light from above you in this grand hall, but there's not very many windows, and so it's a little bit darker. But then one door slides open like two giant slabs of stone. Another archway, several hundred feet ahead of you, and you start to hear the wind kind of whistling outside. From the doorway, you can see outside, like almost like a balcony. You can see the mountains, kind of the mist hanging over them. You can smell that fresh air. You can even hear the hawks and the birds tweeting, the ones that probably live on Bahamut's palace. This is where you are. Or you can, of course, try your hand at pulling the lever again and trying to go somewhere else.
Can I pop a quick divine sense?
Yes.
Good, evil, fiends, celestials, undead, hallow spell. Oh, and Fae. Them as well.
Within how many feet?
I believe it's 60.
Nothing.
I don't trust it. I give the symbol. I give the signal of I got nothing, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
You guys want to mosey forward a little bit? Is it so we're in like a long hallway, or is it just viewing platform?
So basically, if you walk to the doorway and look out, what you see as you're standing on is, there's like a balcony, and a large, like, imagine off the side of the palace that it looks like it extends on either side, and if you walk either way it probably goes around, all the way around, but directly in front of you, kind of from this angle, is a bridge, right? And that bridge is extending out. All of these, kind of trying to describe these at massive measurements, so what looks like what we would call like a city block ahead of you, and it's just straight. Its arch pillars are underneath this structure. So underneath the structure, you can see hundreds, thousands of feet down. And from this vantage point, you can even see barely beneath the mist and the rolling clouds. You can see that spot down below where where Tiamat's forces are gathering in a valley. But on the opposite side, seems to be separated by an enormous mountain from where you're. It's kind of, if you're looking off the edge down that way. At a distance, you can see, and what you believe that this bridge, where it leads to, where it eventually goes, you see all these like broken, ruined structures, and you see all these stairways spiraling down that have all been reclaimed by nature. This part of the palace is like overgrown with like beauty of nature itself. All these exotic plants and flowers even cling to the structure that you're on. And so there's just down in the valley below, you see this tranquil oasis on the palace grounds where, like I said, exotic flowers have bloomed. The celestial energy flows. And it appears that it could be a place of solace or respite from the chaos. Like
Let's
nook,
go
like
take a 30 minute to an hour long rest.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's take a little nappy poo.
Let's take a little nap. Drink a little oasis water. Take a little.
So is I haven't rolled
Short rest only, right? No long resting. Short rest only. We still have to find.
That's up to you all. I'm not saying you can't make a long rest.
I'm asking the group, right?
Yeah.
Short rest only.
Yeah.
We still have to find the throne. I think that's way more important than sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. What do we get back on a short rest?
Depends on your class. I'll get my channel divinity back. And I think I'll get a couple other things back as well. But we can do hit die as well.
So are they going for a short rest now, or they want to go short rest when they get down there?
When we get down to the oasis, so we
Okay,
take
they're
the short
like
rest at
planning
the
for a
oasis.
short rest there. Okay.
Yeah.
So as they are heading in that direction, I want to know what. Actually, I said, do you guys want to just kind of try to fast travel? Is there anything? Because I know we've kind of been moving from one encounter to another. Is there any role playing that anyone kind of feels like they? Is there anything, not that it has to be a role playing big grand moment, but is there anything that's been shared as this is all happening, or as you're like, any concerns, Tempe, about the outside world, where they're at, this whole revelation? Otherwise, they're just traveling, and we'll kind of move them forward. Gonna make some rolls here. Allow you to role play as I make these.
I think Tempe's resigned to, protection of Lenore is paramount.
Yeah, I think Demetria is kind of in awe because so far we've seen shitty Tiamat ransacked castle heaven. So at least all of the kind of natural celestial oasis beauty. She's suspicious of it. Like, I would like to not be breathing in any flower pollen too deeply in case it's weird and crazy and poisonous. But looking forward to resting up a little bit before getting back to the task at hand.
Right.
Replaying that super cool natural 20 maneuver she and Tempe pulled in her head.
Love it. Can I have a perception check?
13.
18.
I really got rid of all my good rolls early on. 6.
Yeah.
13.
Ooh, okay.
I got an 18. 18's got to be good. Come on.
Yay.
I mean, my passive perception's 20.
I'll take your. I'll take a passive. So passive's 20. Okay. Anybody else got a passive that would have beat their roll?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Your girl is not wise.
My passive is even lower than what I roll.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The charisma casters over here decline the offer.
And so both Tempe and Rakalesh kind of see something fly over, and they hear the hawk cry out. That bird is very far away as it flies over. But the smell and the looking, it's Rakalesh who notices that the bird seems to leave off of a trail of smoke, almost like kind of like a black smoke, and seems to flicker as though it's on fire. And then Rakalesh and Tempe noticed it, but Rakalesh is also able to notice that the bird, as it flies over, as though it's continuing, is turning and circling back. And as it is circling back, Rakalesh knows what that looks like. It's a dive. And based on here's the thing. Rakalesh, is this another one of those things that Rakalesh can see because of like the light inside of it, that kind of like celestial embodiment. And what both Rakalesh and Tempe realize is that this bird is not a regular hawk. It is fucking big. For you to see it as you did, it was already big to begin with. And it is diving towards you as though maybe one of you might be its prey, like how a hawk would come down and try to snatch someone. You're on a bridge, and quickly deciphering this information, you have to decide, fight or flight, run. And okay, here's the other thing. You've been traveling for about along this long-ass bridge for the past 20 minutes. And so if you run, there is a small chance that you can make it to this overhang where that is like covered by shrouds of trees and overgrowth that might shield you from it and allow you to kind of climb down the valley through those ruins that I described before. Or there's another part of you that goes, there's a good chance that we don't make this, that we can't outrun this thing. And so do we turn and attack, be the aggressors, and actually get the chance to attack it first with range or spells. So you would get the jump on it if you attack first, if you stand your ground, or you run, or if you've got another creative idea, you can also employ that because this is D&D. So that's what's happening.
I have Resilient Sphere, so when it gets within 30 feet of me, I can try and bubble it.
Okay.
Is it large or smaller? Large or smaller?
It is larger than large.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. I can't.
As it's...
You can put us in the sphere, us from it.
Do we all collectively make a large creature?
You're four people, so technically a large creature would be
Gather up.
a 10 by
Gather
10.
up.
So if you got together, I guess. And...
We all stand back to back.
So remind me what this
Group hug.
what this move does, and
So
what
it's a
protection-
concentration spell.
Okay.
A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range. An unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out, though a creature in the sphere can breathe there. It is immune to all damage, and a creature or object inside can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside, nor can a creature inside the sphere damage anything outside of it. It is weightless.
So it's a little bubble, like, so yes, it's a
Yeah.
little just...
I pull what's her name? Violet from Incredibles.
And as this sphere materializes...
It does only last for like a minute, so I would try
So
and
you're
time
trying
it
to
as
time
close
it?
as possible to
All right,
the
so
bird
give
getting
me
to
an...
us.
advantaged Arcana check or survival to time the spell.
So I use my survival
As-
modifier.
The being is closing in.
Ooh, that looks awesome. So do I use? Wait, so you say survival? So am I doing a survival?
No, you
It
can
does the
choose.
same
You can
stat.
choose either
It's the same
survival
stat.
or Arcana. Yeah, yeah.
They both suck. I'm neither wise nor intelligent. Everything's in charisma, baby. Advantage. Ah. Went out of my box. All right. 14.
This thing, it's so what you already realize is it's a phoenix. This giant fiery bird, smoke streaming off of it, slams into the rock, tearing two of the columns away. As you see nothing but claws coming out to grab you all, as it boom hits this little bubble, boom, and it able to like kind of grab it, and it lifts the bubble, and you all go soaring. You all go like soaring into the sky, and as its claws kind of scrape the bubble, not like it's trying to grapple. You can tell that it can't seem to get a good grapple on it.
Hey, uncool. Uncool.
Scrapes it on the ground, lifts you guys up, and then it can't hold on. It lets go. Not wanting to deal with this, it flies away as you all begin to plummet in your belly.
Oh,
So you're like,
Doc.
and
I
you're
hope this
like,
thing bounces.
you're right over the garden, and there are these beautiful waterfalls pouring out over you. But the fear is settling in as you guys are.
Quick,
falling
everyone start running to
hundreds
try
and
and move us sideways.
I need a wisdom save from you all.
+3
oh.
because you're near me. Oh, natural 20! I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
nice. 8.
23.
28.
Empty is not very wise.
Suddenly, as Demetria started to fall to her death, she gained some wisdom that perhaps was a bad idea.
So everyone got above. I heard really high.
Oh, wait, technically it's
numbers.
at 19. Technically mine's a, wait, saving throw wisdom plus 8, 28.
I just got an 8.
I got 28.
So
Hey, 28.
everyone seems to be like holding themselves. Dimitri and Rakalesh and Amnon, you all seem to kind of go, hey, we have no fear here. You don't have fear in the moment, which allows you to think quickly. Is there anything that you want to do? But also in the same moment, Dimitri, you do see that Tempe's shitting bricks now. He's losing. His face is going cold. He's sweating. He's just, this is not what he expected to, he's
Plummeting to his death,
Well,
the one thing
this
Tempe's
is like
afraid
a
of.
for sure death unless this bubble protects you, right? Is there anything anyone wants to try, or are we gonna like hold on and believe that the bubble will protect as you plummet towards there's water down there. It's like a pool of a pond where the waterfalls are pouring into. What do you all do? I'll give you a moment to react because you kept your cool. You can add something to this. You can decide to do something.
Wait, so we can see that there's water underneath us, right?
It's water, but falling 1,000 feet to water, it might as well be concrete. You know what I'm saying to you?
Oh man,
Spear's
I'm so
unbreakable.
sorry, guys.
So what I'm saying is, do you trust your magic? Do you trust the magic? Do you trust the spell that Demetrius cast? Does Demetria trust the spell?
Demetria, I trust you until the last second, or I'm just gonna miss you step out of here.
That's great. I'm gonna cast Death Ward.
Fuck all you guys.
I'm gonna cast Death Ward on Tempe.
It's funny. It's like I can't fly away because I'm in the bubble with all of you.
Well, can you feather fall us? Do you have feather fall?
Oh yeah.
Tippy's got it?
No, fuck no.
Uh-oh.
I wish I had it.
We
But
I
Amnon's
feather fall.
Amnon's got
Yay,
feather
I
feather
fall.
cast feather fall. I cast feather fall on you. You get feather fall. And you
Yeah.
get feather fall.
we start to slowly drift in the bubble.
Holy moly!
Who's casting it? Amnon?
I
Yeah.
cast it. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
Because you
Thanks,
cast-
Muhammad.
Feather fall.
So the thing is plummeting,
Yeah, it's
and there's
funny.
like a shot of the water pouring, and then there's just a little. We just watch it kind of like come down and boop,
But then
and, like,
because
bounce
it's a
off
feather
the-
fall, feather fall means we're falling much more slowly, which means that as we get closer to the water, the minute is up and the bubble dissipates, and
Yeah,
we
you
just drop into the
splash,
water.
and they like splash into the water.
Oh, then I cast. I do gem flare myself while I watch everybody else splash into the water.
Demetra spits water at him.
So
I
we
did
hear
not need to use my divine intervention.
there's like
Yay!
Nice.
there is this coughing, splashing as Demetria and Rakalish splash out of the water, pulling themselves ashore.
Rakalish likes water.
He likes the water, yes. But I'm just saying, just pulling himself out of the water.
Reminds him of that time he swam
Tippy.
around after.
Rakalish kind of comes out of the water like, abs all glistening, reptilian abs.
Can
Tippy
Amnon like
is
have
kept-
the Demetria and Pempery by the arms and just pull them and while flying along the water?
I need an acrobatics check for that. That's a lot to do. You can do your one thing, but trying to save the group at the same time is.
I
a
can
lot.
do so many things. I don't need.
Just help Demetra. She's wearing plate armor.
Yeah, I am kind of heavy.
Yeah.
You're not helping me,
Pretty
dude.
good swim.
You're not helping, but I did get an 18 to do it.
Okay. So you were able to skim across the water, and that allowed you to keep Demetria from sinking as you
I'm like,
kind of pull her over.
clinging.
And as you all kind of splash down, laying there for a moment, watching that bird soaring over, hoping it doesn't come back, laying on the shores on your back. Demetria in that heavy soaked armor. It feels
Good job,
so
team.
awful
Good job,
now.
team. Just
Yeah.
give everyone a smack. Good job. Kept
that
our cool.
was definitely a team effort, man.
If I
Left
wore
hand.
underwear, if I wore underwear, I'd shit them.
Anything that they're saying to each other in this moment? Or do it? Yeah, I mean, continue.
Can't believe you survived that.
This feels like a
Rakalish is
W.
gonna go
This feels
try
like a
catch
W
some
for Team
fish.
Left Hand. That's his.
I think so. Heavy's just like, now can we rest?
Yes. Now we can rest.
We are resting.
Suddenly,
Rakalish
a
will try
long,
catch some
Oh,
fish.
goddamn.
long, kind of crackly, vine-laced hand made of wood oak taps on Timpy's shoulder.
Son of a bitch.
This Timpy turns around, a long-nosed, like tree hanging, huge, looming over, bending down, says,
Treebeard.
"Who are you?" And we'll crash to black in
That
our episode there. Good game.
was Tempe. Didn't Tempe also
Hey.
make buddies with that bear guy like way back in the day?
I hope this could be my tree friend.
Yeah.
We could always use an ent friend.
I know.
Yeah,
man.
resilient
this tree folk
sphere.
heard of
Yeah.
puppets?
Hamster ball. Everyone's solution. That's actually not a bad purchase. It's a fourth. I have
I-
3/4 of a spell
That
slots
was
now.
pretty good.
I missed some information that I was supposed to share with Demetria because you got like a nat 20 in that room. In the
Oh, yeah.
room with the. So kind of, I'm going to share this.
The Kildren pictures.
If this music was playing and like post like credits were running, like with names, it would just be kind of moving through that hall. And in that hall, close on those murals, of the mini murals of all the champions, there would be one at the center of the hall, above the doorway, that seems to have like this a scrying of the celestial space, and what looks like two dragons intertwined, and then below that, those dragons being separated, and one having 5 heads, and one being like kind of a normal, both being the same size dragons on both sides. And then as the mural separates on the left hand side of the wall, those dragons are now on the left hand, both sitting on scale. I mean, on the image below that one where they're separated, they are sitting on scales, a massive scale. And then on the left hand, the sideway of the doorway, looking closely, as we push in, on the left-hand side, one of those dragons is not there, and the scale is tipped. And the one with the 5 heads remain. On the other side, the scale is tipped the opposite, with the other dragon remain, and the 5-headed dragon gone. but underneath both depictions, where one is gone, there seems to be chaos on the earth, like war and famine, and we'll just end with that.
Well, if we let Lenore be a human girl, then we can kill Tiamat. That's the solution that Demetria with her -1 wisdom.
Don't take this into. Pretty much, you can't. Don't use any of that as your reasoning. If anything, Demetria can just like say that she saw it. But yeah,
not as interesting as the one where Kildren's getting stepped on. Like,
yeah, yeah.
It's like, hey, I know that guy.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
What does Kildren think of his murals? Is he embarrassed by them?
Muhammad was probably tired of this motherfucker getting himself killed so many goddamn times over and over again.
He was like, look, there's no more room on the wall. Walls are built.
Yeah. He's like, I get it. You killed countless amounts of bad guys, but look at how many times you fucking died, bro. Like, you don't gotta sacrifice yourself for everyone you meet, Kildren. Like,
Kildren about to jump into the abyss. Like, what? Good old Kildren.
So, we clearly can't rest yet because we got to talk to Treebeard, right?
Well, maybe he'll take us to like the cool tree guy like commune, and we can hang out with them.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, so like super great, like sap.
I'm interested, in like the ecology of this is God's mountain, and there's like other societies hanging out here.
Yeah, you all found, and what's funny is I will say, without revealing, it's a pretty lucky move to choose the moon. To be honest, it's probably the least dangerous place you could have chosen to go. So yeah,
that's for Ravi.
Say as we nearly plummeted toward death and got attacked by a phoenix.
I know you like put us against a phoenix.
But I love that how smart you all were to think of like, because to me, I'm thinking, oh, there's an encounter. Here's a random encounter. Here's a phoenix. What do you do? And that's a great way to get out of that because that was supposed to be a fight.
Well, because I was also curious. At first, I was like, Phoenix. I don't think, or at least I don't associate. Maybe that's me, like not. Me thinking more like mythological than like D&D lore, that I don't associate phoenixes with like evil aligned situations. So I was thinking maybe he's just like a natural part of like maybe he's wise and he'll help us out or something. And so I thought if I bubble us, then that will be, we can still talk to him, but it's like
he was just coming to eat you. Like,
yeah. So
I think that dude was ready.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, you hope
honestly,
for sun, but you hope for sun, but you prepare for rain.
It would have tried to snatch one of you and just take that one person away. So
who would have picked?
It would have been random.
Probably Ratlash.
Who's the juiciest and most succulent?
Meaty, I imagine, but could be tough. I don't know. At the leather to bite through, the scales to bite through. Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, I think Ratlash works out a lot. I wouldn't call him.
Amnon's got it too. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he works out a lot. So I'm saying it's meat. It's like, I think the average lizard man is probably no. I'm saying the average lizard man is probably lean. The guy swam. He's not fat. He clearly swam all the way from the boat to shore.
It's like, is he a weightlifter or a bodybuilder? Does he have
yes, that's what it. Yeah.
Does he have the
so from his strength checks today, he must be more lean than like yoked. Is what I imagine.
I mean, that was almost.
He didn't make a single strength check today.
Not at all, right?
He made
one, right?
Did he make the athletics check? He made like a 13? No, he didn't do it.
I thought he did.
Oh
no, that was Amnon helping. That was Amnon bracing the wall.
But you told me that his modifier, and that made me go, "Oh, he's actually okay." So he's not necessarily.
Yeah, his just flat 10 plus 0 modifier.
Yeah, so you guys get to explore some interesting. What I'll share is I meant to share earlier, and I'll show this because this is not to scale at all, but to show you like basically.
Ooh.
This is like if I cut the palace through, like sliced it through, right, one layer. But imagine, innumerable of those layers. So it's kind of like that's kind of like the layout around the palace. That was kind of what I was like using as like a, and then I think that was really the only thing.
Maybe Treebeard will help us figure out where the throne is.
And then that was like the platform room, in terms of how that kind of felt. But some smart plays today, I think, and overall,
I gotta say, my day, I was having such a shitty day, guys. I was like crying in my office, and
sorry.
this is so much better. This
Hopefully
is so
this-
nice. I'm so much happier.
You got
now.
to kill some
Yeah.
shit. You guys did some puzzles. You guys did a little bit of everything.
It was an awesome Bash Brothers move. That was
Yes,
Yes.
a natural 20s.
That
blessed
Bash
me
Brothers
today.
move was pretty badass.
Like old times, like old times.
They
Yep.
are- Yeah, they are.
Ohan, did you print out any of those figures I sent you?
I have been waiting forever to get new release paper for my printer, so I haven't been able to print anything. But yeah, no, but your stuff is next on the list there. How did you send it to me through email, right?
I just want to know that you got the files okay and none of them are corrupted.
I think you sent it through email. I'll confirm on it before I start printing.